All right. Good morning, everybody. If you can hear me and if the mic sounds good, hit that number one. The fan is on, so let's just make sure. If you can hear me and if the mic sounds good, hit that number one, please. Maddie, Kevin, excuse me, John, our other Kevin. I like to get 5 ones. Can we get one more one, please? Hello, Ben. Jamie Bentley. All right, very good. Thank you. Well, real quick, for those of you that watch us in the archive, thank you very much. But to be very upfront, if you want to have something to continue to watch in the archive, then you got to help support the stream. As this is totally viewer supported, there are no sponsorships or anything like that. And you can help support by saving yourself money by using code CLAY, which is case sensitive, so all caps. So any of these prop firms I recommend. I love Take Profit Trader. But if you use any of these prop firms, and like I said, you want to help support the stream and save yourself some money, code CLAY. Whatever promotions any of these prop firms are running, that is what code CLAY will give you. So it's a good way to help support it. And for those of you that are here live right now, thank you very much. You are all the reason, in a very literal sense, why this is not only ad-free, but why I can justify taking 4 showers out of my day to come and hang out with everybody. So thank you to all of you that have used code CLAY. All kidding aside, you guys are quite literally the reason why I'm here. I think the mic seems a little hot. All right, let me check on that real quick. All right. Sound. All right, so yeah, now how did it get to 94? All right, let's bring that down to 80. All right, there we go. Might be a little bit quieter, but should hopefully be a little bit more crisp. Well, good morning, everybody. It is Friday. What is going on? We are off to a great start, let me tell you. But welcome, everybody. Good morning, Friday, July 31st. The year is 2026, and I'm just going to quickly go through it now. I think it's pretty self-explanatory, but a horse was lost. Yeah. I have a sneaky suspicion that I'm not the only one that has lost an account today. Thankful for me, not a racehorse or anything. But yeah, horse was lost. It is what it is. I'm not sure there's really any learning lessons or anything. I don't know. That was just that was quite the strong move to start, and then just yeah, there we go. So I think that's pretty self-explanatory. So yes, horse was lost. If you lost any horse, now if you're new, what horse? Around here we call pro accounts or funded accounts race horses, and then the test accounts just horses. So if anybody lost a horse today or a racehorse, yeah, you don't need to explain. I can kind of connect the dots on how that may have happened, but that was quite the move. And I made this comment in the private community, but today's move, I mean, this was a wild pullback, dump, reversal, whatever you want to call it. But I'm still not even quite sure it was the wildest move this week. And I think that really explains how crazy this week has been. So yeah, it is what it is. But I think on a day like today, if you did not lose any accounts, you're the exception, not the rule. If I were forced to guess, I would say that within the prop firm space, at least 50.1% of prop firm traders suffered some casualties today. At least one casualty, if not more. That would, yeah, there we go. Evil, I appreciate your transparency. You lost a 25K today. And then of course, these are the days where if you're using your fund, there's at least four people worldwide that are futures day traders that use their own funds and that no longer have accounts anymore. Because for whatever reason, they went on tilt, they averaged down, they broke some rules, and they no longer have an account. Now, hopefully it was only like maybe a $5, $10, $15,000 account. Hopefully it was not a $100,000 account. But yeah, that move was something else. That move was plenty to cook people, because there was basically no relief bounces. So even if people were averaging down, I mean, yeah, there was a couple little upper shadows here, but nothing. So like I said, I'll put it this way: there's at least 4 people in the world that are having really, 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 really bad days because they were not in prop firms. and they no longer have accounts, and their starting balances on their accounts today might have been, like I said, 5, 10, 15, 20, $25,000. Good morning, past four. Dang, JJ. Now, to be fair, I don't want to turn this into a whole victim card day. If you were bearish biased, I mean, you could pretty much do no wrong. Every little bounce here was shortable. Now, yes, right here maybe started to get tricky for the shorts, but yeah. Hello, where is SPY going? That is a good question. That is a good question. Where do you think it's going? Okay, Hush. Did you hear about that? Oh, was that the guy that went into like AI infrastructure or something? Okay, yeah. So what actually happened? He went in big on a couple of those companies, and then they got destroyed. And what, he got margin called out or what? I think SPY to 716 first and then back down. Sounds good. Just so you know, though, J Hush or K Hush, first off, welcome. I don't recognize the name. Nice to have you. We're doing futures here, though. Are you a SPY day trade? Do you day trade the SPY? Was doing some sniper shots. If you hadn't noticed, I got my ATM order here for 12 ticks. So just doing some sniper shots. Yes. What do you trade on SPY? SPY itself, or do you trade like SPY options? I also do. Okay, good. I'm glad you do futures. Very good. Hey, Jamie. Been a while since I've seen your pretty little face. Glad you need to. Yeah, that hedge fund guy. I have a sneaky suspicion that his ego might have been too big to ever consider Pam's plant. What is it? All right, just a minute here. Just a minute. What is that? 30? Okay, going for a sniper shot here. This is based on the 5-minute time frame. I'm actually trying to play the 21 EMA here. In. Uh-oh. Are you not going to just give me that small little rejection? Come on. Come on. Come on. There we go. That was not supposed to be that difficult. That was not supposed to be that difficult. No, I mean, you do these right. They're high probability, and it worked out. But, yeah, I thought it would have worked out a little smoother than that. Dude, you're in that trade for like 15 seconds. I know. But in the sniper shot world, 15 seconds, kind of a long time. But, yeah, here's what I was looking at on the 5-minute. Just right up here to that 21 EMA. So there we go. How do I get access to your channel? I mean, you're on my channel right now. Or do you mean my private community? Or do you mean, yeah, you must mean my private community. The market is, yeah, the market's, well, okay, Kush, I think the best I can do for you is, are you trading futures in a prop firm or just trading futures with your own funds? And also, what country are you in? Let's just make sure that you have a quality solution available. Any amount of time in a trade feels like eternity to me. Oh, yeah. Well, what we do around here and what I believe to be mathematically provable, the most efficient way to day trade is to day trade futures through a prop firm. Because, yeah, days like today, if you're on the wrong side or have a bad day and you're using your own funds, a lot of your own funds can disappear very quickly. But within the prop firm space, yeah, you may cook a couple of accounts, but a few accounts is just a few $100s. Yeah, if you go to the link at the top of my screen, it takes you to the prop firm that I use and recommend. But pretty much a prop firm, you buy an account, which gives you purchasing power, and then you have to prove that you can trade by either making an amount, but they also want you to manage risk, so you can't lose a certain amount. And then after you pass and prove yourself, then you get what's called a pro account. And then in your pro account, that's where you can start to request payouts. So from a risk management standpoint, there's nothing better than a prop account. Because like I said, a really, really, really bad trade, ultimately just means you blow your account in a prop account and you're out like $100 from your wallet. Yeah. Yeah, you can get paid real money. At the end of the day, yes, the profits are real. What you make in your pro account is very real. Yes. Survival has been the name of the game for me. Came close to blowing one up. You didn't blow any up today, Maddie Dented? Yeah, you're welcome. Who here did not blow up an account today? Like, all kidding aside, that's quite impressive actually. Because today was something else. And I cannot raise my hand to that, as I briefly talked about earlier. Rookie didn't. My account survived. Neil. Well, good job. Good job to all of you. Like I said, my guess is on a day like today, you guys were the exception, not the rule. Yeah, but that's the thing with this is I could be wrong, but I don't even. Yeah, man, I don't know. Depending on where you got, I guess quick scalps. I guess somebody that was doing scalps on the long side with the right entries, I suppose, could have survived all these moves. But man, you had to be pretty accurate. I lost two. Sorry to hear that. Made buffering on another. Yeah, today was. I mean, this whole week has been brutal, and today's move was savage. But like I was saying earlier, I still don't even know if today's morning action was the most brutal, which says a whole lot about this entire week. With all that said, I am not complaining at all. I love this movement. This is so much better than last week, Monday through Wednesday. Holy smoke. So I'm not complaining. I'm just saying these are days where it's brutal in the sense of if you weren't disciplined or if you got your position size wrong, the market was ready to punish you. But I will take this movement. No. You okay? Real quick. You're not investing 50K. You're buying 50K of purchasing power for 102. What does a 50K in purchasing power get you? It'll get you up to 6 minis on a trade or 60 micros on a trade. In order to get your pro account, you first have to prove yourself. How do I prove myself? Well, you've got to show that you can make 3,000. However, you got to be able to manage risk. So don't lose 2,000. If you lose 2,000, you lose the account. Now, that doesn't mean you lose 2,000 out of your pocket. It just means you lose the account. And given you would have spent 102 for the account, then that is how much you're actually losing out of your pocket, which is why I say they're a great risk management tool. The per month here is only during the test phase. After you pass the test and get your pro account, that monthly fee goes away. So yes, you can take as long as you want to pass the test. I always say aim to get it done within 1 month so that you only have to pay this amount one time. Because if it takes you 6 months to pass, well, then you got to make this payment 6 times. And Mir said, well, geez, Clay, I've never made $3,000 a month before. That's fair, but I promise you futures move and futures move fast. So I'm not saying it's easy, but it is realistic to be able to make $3,000 in 1 month with futures. So that's kind of the quick overview of how that works. Lost 2 accounts today. Yeah. Hey, bud, just joined in while you were talking about pro forms. Question, do you have to trade every day on a prop firm? No, you do not have to trade every day. But yes, I would say can you at least make 1 trade a week? Hey, Gregory. Hi, new here. Well, Gregory, nice to have you here. Gregory Glaves. Thanks for the response. You are welcome, Paulie. Yeah. Oh, okay. Let me say this really quickly, Paulie. I am. All prop firms have their different rules and requirements, but with Take Profit Trader, that is the prop firm I use, I recommend, I love. With them, if you make 1 trade a week, you will be just fine. I don't know every single prop firm and every single prop firm's rules in that regard, but again, and that's the link you see at the top of the screen. If you go there, that'll take you to Take Profit Trader. That's who I use and recommend. And like I said, code Clay gives you the current discount, 40% off, and 0 activation fee. But yes, for them, if you trade once a week, Paul, you'll be good. And if you are new and haven't proven it, then definitely abused. Yeah, see, I disagree there, Plurd. I disagree with that approach. I hear what you're saying, but you're advocating for shopping on price and not on rules. My argument would be shop based on rules, not on price, because where your logic leads is going to be a great customer base for the prop firm that we're starting here. We are starting, me and many members here are starting what's called the Baboon Den, and this is how it's going to work. We're gonna offer $500,000 purchasing power accounts, and then we're gonna run deals at 99% off, which will put the accounts at $10 a piece. So $10 for $500,000 in purchasing power, but there's gonna be like 4,000 rules. So nobody's ever gonna get a payout. I mean, probably nobody's ever gonna even pass a test, but nobody's gonna get a payout. But that's who we're after. We're after those that shop based on price, not based on rules. So that's how I'm going to make a lot of money. The Baboon Den, $500,000 purchasing accounts. You can get 20 of them. They're at 99% discount. They'll be $10 a pop, but there's going to be like 8,000 rules. So you ain't ever getting a payout. Yeah, exactly. So that's my point. I argue shop based on rules, and Take Profit Trader has a very, very, very clean set of rules. So therefore, that is why I think Take Profit Trader is fantastic for somebody that is new to the prop firm space. Hey buddy, we've been trading together for a long time. Washboard Jim, be better than day trading options. Day options, you have that dirty, dirty rat known as theta. But to answer your question, no, you cannot trade options with the prop firm I'm talking about. But my core point is, yeah, you don't want to trade options anyways. Why deal with theta when you don't need to? Refresh the page. Okay, he's back. Did I cut out? Have you traded Amazon earnings yesterday? Ramu, that's not a serious question, is it? You full well know I don't day trade stocks anymore. Ramu, are you rage baiting me right now, brother? Because it's working. It's working. Oh, I did cut out. Oh. All right, well, I don't know what happened there because my internet shows no drop frames. Stream says it's excellent. Okay, well. All right, well. Ramu, I'm not wasting my time. I heard today from somebody, so again, I heard. Could be wrong, but from my understanding, the single stock futures right now are pretty terrible volume. Pretty terrible volume. Yeah, exactly, JJ. That's sort of the point. That's sort of like it. Isn't it weird how like when I make certain arguments, it's like I've almost experienced this where I can be kind of say things with such confidence. Yes. Now, great. To be fair, JJ, that was still leveraged money, but what you're saying, completely get. Indeed, yep. Got to be on your toes at all times. Now, and I will still say, JJ, that's still, I mean, and what that 500 was, what, probably like a minute trade, if even a minute. So from that point of view, that's still actually kind of crazy, like $500 in a minute. But yes, when you factor everything else in, all the back end infrastructure of the amount of capital needed and the leverage and blah, blah, blah. Yeah, I mean, it's just like, that's why I say we are in the golden age of day trading right now. The invention of micro futures and then prop firms, there's mathematically very easy to prove, mathematically, day trading futures through a prop firm, it just makes so much sense. Even the most popular stock futures, Intel has about 300 contracts traded today. Oh wow. MNQ is 1.7 million. Gold 2, poor volume. Yeah, but I think, Jocko, see, I think that shows probably, so how much volume does gold have? I bet it's way more than 300 contracts, Jocko, which I think illustrates the point. Your definition of poor volume is going to probably, okay, let me put it this way. Intel's volume is going to make your definition of poor volume look really, really detached. MGC is at 151,000. So, yes, poor volume of 151,000. Intel, the best one of all the stock futures, has 300 okay, that is dead. That is unsustainable. If that keeps up, this is going to be another failed experiment. Because if I understand right, didn't they try this once before? Now, to be fair, yeah, maybe things need a little bit of time to catch on, but my personal opinion is micro futures. That was the key. That was the key creation. That they nailed it with micro futures. This other stuff, nah, you already nailed it. The futures market already nailed it with the creation of micro futures. No, I agree, Jocko. It is low volume. I just was more so, and I would argue probably poor volume. But but the fact that you're saying 151,000 is poor volume, and then Intel has 300, you know what I mean? It's kind of crazy. They're going to do nano futures now. Sounds like. Yeah, I could see that eventually potentially being needed as the markets if they keep going up higher and higher. So just take it to an extreme. Like if N and Q eventually gets like 100,000, then yeah, you would need like well, who knows at that point? Maybe you need like nano futures. Trump is talking. All right, thank you, elusive. The reason I asked about options is trading MQ might take a while to meet your goal trading once a week. No, there's no time limit. You can take as long as you want. But Paul, to be specific, this is for day traders. So you've got to be in and out of it. Now you have with futures you have 23 hours because the markets open up Sunday at 6 p.m. and then they close the next day Monday at 5 p.m. and then they're closed for 1 hour and then they'll open back up Monday at 6 p.m. Eastern. But yeah, Paul, futures they move and they move very quickly. And gains can add up shockingly fast. However, that's also why prop firms are important because losses can also add up shockingly fast, which is why it's very important to protect your downside. It's always important to protect your downside no matter what you're trading, but especially in futures, and that's where prop firms shine. Their ability to protect your downside. All right. Might try another little scalpy scalp here. Oh, kind of just missed it. I wanted to play it off that purple line, and I hesitated for a second. All right, let's see here. Going for a sniper shot here. Getting up near those highs. One more little push here, and I'll throw it out there. And I want to see the price come up through that candle or that wick. Just looking at the dayline MNQ 5,000 points past 4 days. Yeah. No, it's again, bummer. I am not complaining. So as I sit here and I use the words brutal and huge moves and blah, I am all for it. I am all for it. I will take this sort of action. I will take the 50-point Y axis over here any day of the week compared to like a 10-point Y axis or something like that. Yeah, here, Paulie, this video should help you out quite a bit. If you want to do exactly what I'm doing, including because you can't use TOS because that would imply that you're trading futures with your own money, and as we've discussed, you don't want to do that. But this is the platform. This is how you can do what I'm doing, including getting this platform here set up. Not that I'm saying you have to set it up exactly like me, but that'll at least show you kind of the ropes. Hey, Jimmy. You're going to try for a short here. I'm in. What is going on all of a sudden? I'm asking for a measly 3 points. All right, it looks like I'm back. All right, that was my internet. So, yep. So I'm guessing the first one was also my internet. I just didn't notice it. What's so I did notice that too. I had it my target like the candle went below it, and then my target just sat there, and it did eventually take me out. But that's probably because my internet was getting goofy. All right, well, Clay, over 20 years ago, you were well right around yes. Well, cool. Well, Washboard Jim, we have connected again after a couple of decades. Yeah, I don't know. I guess if it happens again, maybe I can try rebooting my internet. But man, the thing with fiber, at least my fiber, it takes like a good 20 minutes to like fully reboot itself. So I prefer not to do that. But yeah, I guess moving forward, you now know if I do disappear, just give me a little bit of time because my internet is apparently struggling today. First time in a while we've had that, so I guess I won't complain too much. But do you have a day trading? Yeah, I do offer a private community here if you're interested. I'll just private community. Yeah, it was a sniper shot. Did you guys get it? I put a sniper shot here, so this came down, and then it just poked itself right down right here to take me out. Did you guys see that? Did you see the trade at all or no? I have fiber. It only well, I guess you have a different fiber than I do. Good to see you, by the way, Daniel. We saw you get in, but not out. Gotcha. Who's your provider? Who is that? Stream? Windstream? I think Windstream. Yeah, sounds good, Paul. Well, I think there's what about 10 minutes before where I dropped out. So I suppose if I drop out for 5 or 10 seconds every 10 minutes, I guess it could be worse. Yeah, I don't know. That does make me nervous from a trading standpoint as well. Although I was in a trade during a dropped out thing, and it actually, like I said, it was goofy, but it still did work out. So, all right, I'll keep an eye on it, but maybe it was just a little bit of a maybe it's all done. Really nice. Yeah, no, I agreed. Nice price action this whole week. I mean, there have been some crazy moves. Don't get me wrong, but it's still been fantastic movement. What don't you trade? Market opening volatility. What don't you? You mean why don't I? Oh, really? I don't know if I have that or not, Daniel. That would sound like it might be kind of handy. I think you mean why don't you trade market opening volatility? I do. I do trade it. Assuming that's what you meant, I do trade it. Okay, gonna try a sniper down there. And trying a sniper shot right down here. So this is an ATM order. So when I've locked that in, it automatically puts in both my entry and my target. So green line is where I want to enter. Dotted red is where my sell will be. But I first got to buy. Uh-oh. I'm going to cancel that out. I don't like how it's putzing right above it. Like, now I'm thinking if it comes down here, is that going to be the move where it goes lower? So, are you new here, Cam? That trade would have been like my third one of this live stream. There's a Monka S comment on your part. Monka S comment. Nobody else knows what I'm talking about, but Cam does. Oh, well. Actually, probably a good thing that I didn't get filled because I'd be like, doggone it, why did I do a sniper shot when just letting it cook would have headed, would have went well. Let's get back to 5 is probably still a bit sketchy, but we'll see what happens. I have some luxury right now, so. But let's see what else I can cook up here. Hey CDP, good to see you. Glad you had a better day today. In a rural area, we've had Windstream for a year. It takes me 20 minutes to upload 1 hour. Oh, fiber. You'll love fiber. You will love fiber. But yeah, right now, once we move out of town, though, I will no longer have fiber. And I'm going to start off with Nextlink, it's called. I was told, because we had a site survey, I was told I'll be able to get 1,000 download, 200 upload. So yeah, if anybody is in, they're in, where are they at? More so, right here. So they're, so right up here so Iowa, I mean, they're all over Iowa, but like, so right here. I never heard of them until I got here and doing some research. Will they deliver on the promise? I don't know. But if this doesn't work out, then I do have Starlink in my back pocket that I'll go with. But yeah, they definitely offer and say they can get better speeds than Starlink because they're still. I am above my pay grade right now, but obviously I don't know about obvious, but Starlink has got to go up to satellites, right? Whereas Starlink is still like with the cell tower. So when the guy came out, he was making sure that we did have the proper distance to the cell tower, blah blah blah. Yeah. I think. No. How do I edit that? Maybe here. Okay, yeah, there we go. Yeah, right there. 12 ticks. Target price only, 12. There you go. I had 4G HD for years before they ran fiber lineup. Yeah, I did some 4G stuff when we had owned some land in northern Michigan before I moved, and it was I'm not. Well, I guess I could still do webinars, so I would have thought it was pretty impressive though. Like I was doing some sort of 4G. I don't know. The guy that used to work with me, the IT Nate, as some of you may know him, he got me set up with this. I don't even know what was going on, but it was some sort of we were getting coverage from one of the cell phone carriers. Yeah, so right now, looking like public enemy number 1 here for the Bulls is that area of resistance right there. My upload right now is 1. How are you even on the live? Like, how does this even work? I guess that's your upload. I guess your download must be. Well, what does this matter for you guys? For you guys, it matters upload or download speed, right? And for me, it matters. I need to have a quality upload speed to have a good live stream for you guys, right? Is that how that works? Is Trump still talking? I don't know. Okay, so that's where the download comes in. So I guess that would make sense on why Randy's saying his upload is 1. Yeah, upload really doesn't matter for most people, just download. Yeah, I guess I'm in kind of one of those unique situations where I really, really, really care about upload. That's true. Yeah, latency. Matters too, yeah. Trump is not speaking yet. Any moment now. To be fair to the person that said Trump is speaking, maybe they meant by that not like literally right now, but he is speaking as in like he's speaking today. So got the roof on the house, which was good because we got nothing like drastic, but definitely got rain. There was some thunder and storms going through last night. So some of you I know are always updating. What's the update on the house? There we go. Roof is officially complete. Drywall. I'm a little bummed about that. It's starting Monday, so drywall was delivered just. It was kind of cool actually. So as I was driving over to the property, we're at one of the stoplights, and I look over and I see the local lumberyard truck, and man, that thing had a lot of drywall on it. I'm like, oh, huh. I wonder if that's mine. But wait, no, it's supposed to be delivered Friday. So yeah, okay, whatever. So I just kept driving and pulled up to the driveway, and no less than 3 minutes later, I hear something. Oh, somebody. I wonder. There goes the drywall truck. So yeah, so the drywall was delivered yesterday, and so here's a little tip for any of you. Some of you, I'm probably stating the obvious, but again, this is a newer world to me. But shop around with the drywall mud, because the guy that is doing it for me, he was like, yeah, the lumberyard I just got the drywall from, but man, they really jack up the price on the mud. It's like 3 times more expensive than the same exact stuff from Lowe's. So he got like the tape and the mud from Lowe's. And shout out to Lowe's. He was actually quite impressed. He's like, then later on in the day, there's like a forklift driving up, and it's got a big pallet of mud on it. Like it was like nine tubs. A lot of mud. And he's like, dang, I just ordered that at noon. So man, they got down here from Des Moines, and which is like 50-ish minutes away. So anyways, I don't even know how I got on this topic other than to say I'm a little disappointed because the drywallers were like, hey, can we start today? And I was pretty excited. Dang, a day early instead of Monday? That's great. But the guy, I guess, ultimately was like, well, no, because the electrician still have to do something. But failure of communication, because the electrician I got a hold of, and he's like, yeah, no, we'll be there at 7:30 today, this morning, to get that stuff, to get those final things knocked out, kind of the before drywall. Because once drywall goes up, all the whoopsies become a lot more expensive. Like right now, can we have that plug moved over there for the electrician? Like, yeah, no big deal. We'll just, but yeah, once drywall goes up, all the whoopsies or all the changes become a whole lot more expensive and a hassle. So digging the foundation was and pouring walls was kind of scary, because once the walls are poured, it is what it is. This is also a very scary moment, because once the drywall goes up, yeah, that plug, again, does it actually have to stay there? No, but it's probably going to stay there. So, yeah. So, Monday is, maybe that'll be good. Maybe that will give my wife and I just one more time to just, are we sure we want everything where it's at? AMS, wow, where have you been? Good to see you. Yeah, yeah, I was gonna say, is that maybe kind of sort of stealing, rookie? But maybe not. Maybe that's just a flaw in their training program. I guess you could just say that Lowe's should have trained their cashiers better. Maybe that's how you look at that. I'm not sure. I felt like you've been missing me. Yeah, I have. Everybody knows that I ask every day. Well, not ask. I sob and ask, where's AMS been every day? So Thanksgiving does look like a. Yeah, I'd like to think so. I found what appears to be a tooth in my pocket. Anybody missing one? I think Barbara is. Same here. I think about you all the time. Well, join the club. All right, thinking of a long here. I can just throw a stop down below here, but all right, let's do this. If it wants to come back up, I will take a swipe. What am I? Holy smokes, that's like a 30-point stop. Yeah, if I'm going to have a 30-point stop, let's just go with 3. So if that green line turns blue, I will lock in my stop and see if we can get a bounce here up off of this overnight low. Do we have a new range here? Maybe. And if we do, I'm trying to play the bottom of the range. I'm not even sure what you're talking about there. So no, I have no thoughts on it because okay, I'm in. All right, let's see if we can get the bounce here. Like I said, if this is some sort of bottom of the range, I've been told to just trade the range. So okay, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm just trading the range. I know. If it's a losing trade, somebody will crawl out of the woodwork and be like, Clay, that obviously wasn't actually a range. Well, thanks for letting me know in hindsight after I get stopped out. And I'm about to get stopped and stopped out. Whoa, that's quite the 5 minute on gold. Oh man, the gold just ruined some people's day. Yikes. Think about that. Think about those people that have been tracking this bull flag. They're like, boom, there's the bull flag. Breakout through the pivot, breakout through the highs. Let's go. Whoosh. Back down it goes. Yikes. I mean, AMS, that's a rage bait, right? I've literally been telling about the home build. While you were, that's rage bait. So, good try. Good try, AMS. I'm not going to let you work. It's not going to work on me today. Looking like a bear day. Yeah, so far. I was thinking maybe that might get another bounce, but nope, no bounce. Crazy that was only 3 micros. Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. You got to be careful on your position size. It adds up quick. Okay, if you got here 2 minutes ago, then scroll back like 6 minutes then. Because like I literally just got done explaining the update on the house stuff. That's why I thought it was rage bait, because like I quite literally just got done talking about it. So yeah, if you scroll back like 6-7 minutes, you'll get the update. I will try for a long down here. Look for like some kind of double bottom. Wow. I'm so tempted to just chase right now. I've seen this momentum before. Cough, cough. Cough, cough. Is this another round of that same momentum? Is the question. If it is, then yeah. A chase is actually probably not even really a chase. Your overnight low. Yeah, I don't know. There's the settings of it. In case Matt, you're wondering. This is a very risky trade. Because, yeah, of course, this thing could snap back up. But I don't think I'm crazy to think that this could be another round of bearish momentum on a day like today. Same settings, very weird. Yeah, that is strange. I'm going to let this candle finish moving around. So this candle's got about 17 seconds left. So next candle would be great if it opens, or if it closes here, next one opens, comes up a little bit, and then drops. I can try to, there we go. Come up, come up. No, no, come up, come up, come up, come up, come up. Nope, not the setup I was looking for. I guess just chase. All right, I am now looking for shorts. I am looking for shorts. If this thing decides to V-shape up, it's probably not gonna, or not necessarily V-shape, but start to grind back. I guess that would kind of still be a V. You know what I mean? If this thing all of a sudden decides to turn around, not going to be good if I'm bearish biased, which I am bearish biased right now. I agree, Cam, but that isn't that kind of trading. Could be a nice bounce here, and it could also do this, and it could also do that. And now that I think about it, it could also do that other thing. All true. Yes. That's why, for when anybody uses the word will, it's like, yeah, you have no idea what you're doing. The market is made up of coulds, not wills. Bears eating beef right now. Did you give a trade plan? Give me 120. I mean, I see a partial trade plan. I saw an entry point. We had this conversation yesterday. I overdid it. I have over 10, but I overdid it. Now, if I was a copy trader, I'd say 10 would be, or over 10 would be reasonable. But yeah, if you're doing single, if you're trading single accounts, I don't know, three to five probably. I'd say minimum 3. Yep. Okay. Short here if it comes back down. Again, looking for a short if it comes back down. Trying to play the trend. Strong down, got a bit of a move up. Let's see if this wants to roll back over. Am I in? I am in. Is my internet okay? That was all very delayed. All right, now I'm scared. No, internet's fine. All right, I'm going to get out. Was that a loss? What was that number at before I took that trade? I'm very confused right now. I thought that was a winning trade. Oh, is that 291? Oh, okay. I guess. For those that have, my internet, I had a couple dropouts earlier on in the stream, so if this comes up and comes back down, I'll look for another short. But step for one for me, I want to see the price come on up. Getting spicy. There is definitely spice out there. That is for sure. Sorry, I'm trying to figure something else. What is going on with this? Just putzing around here right now. I'm not. I don't know what this line is. Let's just get rid of that. Might be from yesterday. We'll see if that trend line matters at all. Trump is speaking now. There we go. We're at the trend line. Yeah, I don't know. For some reason, I'm a little too scared to try it. Try a sniper shot down there. Yeah. All right. Well, never mind on that one as we get the bounce back up. Whoa! All right. All right. All right. Just Well, I'm looking for. I'm thinking, looking for. We'll try right there. Little sniper right there. I now again, if this is not a dead cat bounce, if there's genuine rocket fuel behind this, it's not going to be pleasant. It's not going to be pleasant, folks. I'm just. It is what it is right now. Not going to be pleasant. Should probably. Yeah, I'm going to try one right here. Wants to reject that back down. That's true. It is Trump talking right now, huh? Okay, I won't worry about that one anymore. Right there. Okay, let's see if I can get the sniper shot here. Hopefully it lasts less than a second. That'd be ideal. Okay, never mind on that one. Am I about to get filled up there though? Maybe kind of so. Oh, right off the 21 EMA. I had to choose and I. I better go up there now. There we go. That was. I had choices and I chose the wrong one. That's better. That's better. Uh, yeah, I guess I'm playing it both ways. I mean, I'm trying short, just trying different. Okay, oh yeah, right there. I like a lot. Rejection off of that if it wants to come down. Okay, never mind. It looks like I'm in. Wow. Now that is hard. Is this? Then again, I guess Trump is talking, isn't he? He is talking, so I guess this isn't totally hard to believe that this is. I'm getting greedy. I should be out right now. I should be taking this small loss here, but I'm being a greedy pig right now. I'm being a greedy pig. Again, I should be out right now. I should be getting out. I should be happy with the small loss the market is giving me, but I'm being greedy. There we go. I think that was a bad trade. That was a bad trade. Even if this thing collapses, that was a bad trade. I got greedy. What do you mean that wasn't the best spot to be in? I'll stand by that entry all day long. I got filled right at this congestion area. That is why I was probably a little bit willing to it's like, really, this thing's gonna not care about this area at all. So yeah, I would respectfully disagree that was a bad spot to get in. With all due respect. Tricky. Oh man, I like when it does that. When it pushes up just enough to break your confidence and kind of scare you away from being bearish, and then it's like, oh no, we are actually still bearish. We are actually still bearish, but yeah, we wanted to break your confidence first. I love it. I love it when I get played like a fiddle like that. That's great. What you think we are breaking the zone? What zone are you referring to? Now this is total hindsight confirmation bias analysis, so this is actually kind of worthless in some ways. But I mean, if we look at the 5 minute, should I have had my confidence broken? Probably not, because we never we never even tested the 21 EMA in the 5 minute. Again, this is this is very sketchy analysis because yes, it's easy for me to now make all these claims now that I have hindsight in my favor and look for a little clue, but I don't think it's too crazy, especially for those that have been here a while. You know I love the 21 EMA. So I probably should have not had my confidence broken so quickly. But again, I don't know. It's easy to be a great trader and critic in hindsight. For short, or are we going too long? Stand Pro, impossible for me to answer that question. Because for me to answer that question would require me to be a very cocky and arrogant individual. Because that would, if I were to answer that, then that would be me assuming that I know your strategy. That's kind of cocky on my part. I have no idea what your strategy is, brother. So the best I can do is kind of throw the ball back to you. Stan Pro Models. What does your strategy say you should be doing right now? Does it say you should be long or short? And I would go with that. Because yeah, it would be very, very, very arrogant and prideful on my part to assume that I actually know your strategy, let alone fully understand it, which would be required in order for me to answer that question. So follow your strategy, brother. Yeah, exactly, props. That's what it seems like some days. I'm conservative and it doesn't fill. Then I'm like, fine, I'll be less conservative. And then it's like, oh, you should have been conservative. Oh, you wait, is this your first time seeing Dumb and Dumber Nass? Okay, okay, okay. I'm trying here. I'm trying here. Oh, that's yeah. Let's see what happens. Whoa. All right, I'm still. Let's see if it wants to come back down with the rejection. No sniper shot here. Does it want to come back down? We were chopping around previous week low. Roger that. Am I still interested if it comes all the way back down? That would be kind of spicy. Oh, I'm at 8. 8. Sorry, no, no, no. I'm not. If I'm, that's my sniper shot. Whoops. Well, I was gonna short as I see. Sounds good, Stan. Then you know what? It sounds like if that's what you're looking for and that's what you're thinking, follow your strategy, brother. Good job. Oh man, am I bearish still? I am. All right, this is. Let's see if we can get this thing to keep on dropping. Looking to get short at the red line. Yeah, it happens. It happens, Stan. All right, let's do this instead. I want to see another upper shadow. Another upper shadow, and then I'll try the short right here. But this has got to first come up here a little bit. Maybe that's stupid requirement. Maybe this thing is just going to dump, and I'll sit here saying, why did I want that upper shadow? But that, okay, here we go. Come up some more. Come up some more. Come up some more, brother. There, oh, ducks. Oh, all right, that's good. That's good. I'll have an upper shadow. Let's see. There it is. There's that second upper shadow. Doesn't guarantee anything, but makes me like the setup that much more. And we are short. Come on now. Let's go. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Push, 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 push. Ugh, come on. Just unleash the Kraken. I'll take that. I'll take that, boy. Give me them apples. Give me them apples. They taste delicious. What's your strategy? Apple trading. Hello? My wallet? Yeah, you need it? I said, give me them apples. My wife said, give me that wallet. Give me that wallet. Huh? No. For a good reason. For a good reason. But that was good irony. I yell, give me them apples, followed by, give me that wallet. You need, no, sorry. She only get, not, no. That's not how this works. Are you on 5 minute or 1 minute? This is Stan. This is 2 minute right here. But I am using other time frames off screen. These are talking about Iran possibly will. This is very interesting. It's whispering to me like a short somewhere around there. We'll see though. We'll see. But I'm thinking about it. Potentially on the menu. Potentially on the menu. A short right around that area. Keyword being potentially. I'm not fully convinced or committed, but I'm thinking about it. What is the best time to trade US time, me being well, I don't know. Everybody has a definition of best time. The most volatile though, well, okay. Usually the most volatile would be 9:30 a.m. Eastern time. 9:30 a.m. Eastern would be the most volatile. Now, for you and your strategy, I don't know if that is going to be a good time for you. But in terms of best time being defined as most volatility, there's always a whole lot of craziness at 9:30 a.m. Eastern. And I do not know what time that would be for you over across the pond. Oh boy. To short or not to short? Do I try it again here? Yeah, no, exactly. Best time, everybody has a different, well, not everybody, but there are multiple best times. Best time is actually relative to you and your strategy. So yes. So to be fair for you, Stan, at 9:30 a.m. Eastern for your strategy could, in theory, be the absolute worst time to trade. But to be fair, because again, I don't know your strategy. Maybe it is. Maybe that is like the best time. And I cry. All right, here we go. All right, Sky Mountain. Well, I hope your appointment goes well, brother. Might blast through to 300. Could. Could. Let's see. Well, again, on the 5 minute, this will mean a little bit more if you were here 10 minutes ago. Right there off of that 21 EMA. So the price remains below it. I don't know. For some, it might be the donkey in me though. For some reason, I'm thinking of the long, but I don't know why that is. That I think that is. I don't know. We are pushing slightly above the 21 EMA in the 5-minute. Up early this morning. When the storms came through, our youngest jet, he doesn't like thunder, thunder. He doesn't like the thunder. So we've discovered, though, that if I bring him into my office here, I think it's because there's like no windows and it's like a glorified. I mean, it is a closet, a little bit bigger, but he finds comfort in my in my office. So I had to get him all set up in here and everything like that in the middle of the night. Then I laid with him for a little bit, and I mean this is carpeted, so I don't want to make it seem like I'm laying on some like glass, but I mean just laying on not a mattress is always a bit rough. Um, but yeah, so that's why I think I'm probably yawning. I'm not. I didn't. It wasn't the best night. Cup and handle forming. What time frame you looking at, Rodney? All right, if you're talking about right here on the 2-minute, cup and handle's not really my bread and butter. I guess kind of pun intended. Not really my bread and butter, but I think maybe maybe that was the cup and handle right there, and then there's the break of the handle. Is that what you're saying? If that's what you're saying, yeah, looks good. But problem is, all in hindsight now. But I don't. Are you saying this is the cup? If you're saying this is the cup. But again, I don't really know a whole lot about the cup and handle. Is there allowed to be a high or low within the cup itself? I'm not sure. Or for all I know, Rodney's talking about like the 5-minute or 15-minute time frame, and that was all for naught. Still am interested in a short up around here. This has been quite the problem area. So what is that, about 340 right there? Yes. Okay. Well, there you go. So yeah, I mean, depending on how you define the cup and handle, reduce size, and then get in a banger. Gotta love it. I must have missed it. Where'd you get in at, John? I chased. Oh. Have you ever tried using 10 or 15 second? Yeah, I've done a couple. Yeah, you can see right here. I pull it up every now and then. Whoops. Recent custom time frames. Where is it? Right. Yeah, the 15 second. So 15 second, that just means each one of these candles moves around for 15 seconds. So that'll hit 0, and then it'll start all over again at 15 as a new candle starts to form. If you're brand new to charts, don't do the 15 second, okay? Your brain has zero chance of keeping up, okay? Like bare minimum, like as a new person, the lowest you should probably go, in my opinion, again, as somebody brand new to technical trading, is like the 5-minute chart. Because the 5-minute, that candle is going to move around for 5 minutes, so you can sit there and your brain can think through things and you can analyze things. But the more charts you look at, you'll build up your instincts, you'll build up your chart vision, as I call it, and then yeah, you'll be able to, I execute on a 40 range chart every candle. Interesting. Does anyone know? I do not. I've never tried to, Randy. Are you talking to me? No. Faye? Try to pull back here. How are the scalps coming along? So far, so good. This is kind of a rising wedge here, a little bit. Yeah. Yeah, this is total hindsight analysis here. But like right there was a nice rising wedge. You're still on a 15-second chart. Correct. Like I said, I've traded a 15-second before. Is it scaring you, tax man? Are you a little frightened right now? It's okay. It's okay to be frightened on the 15-second time frame. Okay, look for a short up there. The red line, stop is the green. Again, looking for a short at the red line. 15-second gives me way too many mixed signals. I can see that. I mean, let me put it this way. The brokers love the 15-second. Because, man, they're just like, cha-ching, cha-ching, cha-ching when it comes to the commissions. So, yeah, somebody who definitely guaranteed loves the 15-second are the brokers. Okay, maybe I'm in. Come on down. Not looking good. And out. So this little area of resistance here, no bueno. Oh, now you're going to drop. Okay, do I try? I think I got to try. Oh, no, too late. Might as well trade the tick chart. Maybe. All right, we're going to go back to the 2-minute at this point. And now, I'm sorry. Now this is all, like myself included, this is going to feel like the weekly chart. And now the 5-minute chart feels like a monthly chart. Looks like the 15-minute chart, Clay, has a higher low. Roger that. Not huge using the 15-minute, but for those you 15-minute chart users out there, Steely Dan with a bit of a FYI. I'm going to try a long down there on the pullback. Seems like, we do have a breakout here, and it seems like it is maintaining itself whenever it pulls back to that area of the chart. Did you see electricians there? Question mark. So drywallers will be there after lunch? Question mark. Giving the guy a hard time. I know it starts Monday, but like, you know, I kind of like to goof around every now and then, you know? Maybe some of you have noticed that. No, no. You don't. Small town America, if you're a scumbag, sort of a bad thing because people talk. However, there's always trade offs. Small town America, if you're like a quality person, is like, well, you want to keep a good name, keep a good reputation because, well, people talk. So we've been using everybody locally. And the guy that's general contracting with me, I mean, he's worked with all the guys before. So no, we have, if anything, everybody's been amazing. Like, hey man, I'm sorry. So Dan's the plumber. Hey Dan, can you come over here? And bam, like, so it's been a very pleasant experience. Concrete guys were a little bit, yeah. Concrete was in the next town over. So yeah, but that to their credit, they didn't bail. They just didn't do the best of work. Hey Clay, got mad. What? Let's go, Lance. Congrats, buddy. That's fantastic. But I mean, you're so. I mean, that's a dirtbag move. You get a payout. You come by here. To be okay, to be fair to you, you are even hitting the like button. That's great. But like, you're not. Why don't you hang out? What do you mean you're just gonna swing by? Clay, I'm heading out for the weekends. Come on, CDP. What's up with everybody? Just like, I want to go enjoy your weekend. This is it, this is the highlight. This live stream. This is the pinnacle. This is the crescendo. Maybe he's bored out of his mind and wants a heads up to come over this afternoon? Question mark. I don't know, comma. You know the drywaller culture better than I do. Where did I see something pop up somewhere? Oh crap, I'm about to be in. Let's go down to the actual 21 EMA there. Oh, that's the move I wanted right there. Did not get, well, I got the move. Well, I didn't get a good enough move because it didn't fill me. That's irritating. Hey, Dean. No, you're good, Lance. I'm just giving you a hard time. Congrats, man. That's fantastic. Love to hear you got your payout. That's awesome. Looks like oil is rising again. You know, I haven't really looked at oil much today. Let's. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it did hit up quite a bit from 2 a.m., it looks like. Still in the mid 80s. Oh. Yeah. All right, now I'm tempted to get in along here because I'm a little frustrated. Once again, missed that one. All right, here we go. If this one's come down, nope. Oh, it's a cabinet meeting. So yeah, everybody just goes around the table, says stuff. Oh man, I cracked myself up. So the one guy cooked me up, which is great. So he was just because I was like one of the okay, background real quickly. I'm currently building a home, and I've gotten to know the main set of guys who are doing a lot of the work. The carpenter, blah blah blah. They're a great group of brothers. Blah blah blah. I go help them out just to get outside, move around, hang out. And we're at the point now in the relationship where we're they cook me up, I try to cook them up. So the one time I was like, it's like, yeah, John, I don't even have your number. And Mark's like, yeah, that's a good thing. Because if Clay has your number, he's gonna text you on like he'll text you at like a Sunday and 10 like on Sunday at 10 p.m. and be like, "Are you over there working right now?" Which is not true, but like I get what he's doing. And he's like, and then he'll like try to be all inspirational and stuff, which again is so now I've just latched onto that cooking. So I'll just randomly send him like I'll Google real quick inspirational quotes, and then I'll just like randomly screenshot one and send it to him. So I just randomly sent. I found it took me all of 3 seconds to find it, and the one I just found was difficult roads lead to beautiful destinations. So, anyways, I realized it's like Clay. That's not funny. I get it. It's definitely one of those you have to be there. But what if I'm gonna do it all on camera, like as I text and laugh to myself? I don't. That'd be kind of weird if I just don't say anything, or at least I think that'd be weird. Are you gonna trade or not? There's nothing going on for me right now. I already screwed this one up by not getting long right there. I do have to be careful though, because I'm starting to get a little antsy. Like, come on, I would like to get a trade on. I mean they come from I mean they come from a family where their parents had I want to say 13 kids. I think I could be wrong, but a lot of kids and a lot of guys. So now several of the brothers work together in construction. So it's literally a group of brothers. The group is made up of brothers. There we go. Domino's was amazing. The deal's over though. No more 10 up to 7 toppings for $9.99. You could call them a band of brothers, but they might get sued by HBO. Come up a little bit more. All right, I think that's yeah. Looking for okay, I'm in. Take that little scalpy scalp there. And you'll be there working with them too, right? Question mark. Make sure to brush up on your Spanish this weekend. Trump answering questions about. Okay, thank you, Rodney. I could see that actually being quite relevant. All right, so Trump is speaking Iran right now. So if it goes boomy boom in either direction, you've now been warned. It kind of says a lot for him to be talking about Iran and then the market doesn't really react no matter what he says. It's kind of like, is the market just totally over it? Just said we will be hit. That's what he says every. Okay, so that makes perfect sense on why the market is doing nothing. It's almost as if he said that about 10 million times now. Good point, period. So yeah, Katma, better just sit this one out. Is there a warning system for when he's talking? Kind of the chat. The chat here, we do a good job. Yes, we have some false alarms. Yes, sometimes people are like, he's talking, and then upon a little bit more research, it's the person's like, sorry, that was just an old clip. I didn't realize it was an old clip. Is it just always the next day Z3, or is it because you like get close, or does the numbers not matter? It just always happens to be the next day. Right, I'm about to do something that this this seems like it wants to make the move upwards here, so I'm going for it. I'm in long. I'm listening to my loins. Don't let me down, loins. Don't let me down. Uh-oh. Oh no, loins? Doggone it. Ugh. Oh my goodness. With 5 too. Doggone it. That was terrible. All right, well, there's my luxury. I mentioned earlier I have a luxury right now to be using 5. That's gone. We're going down to 3. Gotta go down to 3. Dang, that now of course it looks terrible. But at that moment in time I don't know. It's just like, are we about to get one of these grinds? Dang. Yep. That quick 5 MNQ can add up against you oh so quick. Probably had a dozen instances of making. I don't know, Z3. I don't know if it has anything to do with the days. That might just be you finding a pattern that doesn't. I don't know. Maybe there was something weird about those days, but overnight low is right here. So no, not really in the neighborhood of the overnight. Well, I don't know what your definition of in the neighborhood of, but yeah, to me, being way up here was not in the neighborhood. Oh man, we're only an hour and a half in, and I lost the luxury. Doggone it. Doggone it. I really like that. Man. I mean, I never think that I have a guaranteed win because I have enough experience now to have done enough dumb things to know that there are no guarantees. But man, I felt really good about that one. Really good. Okay, I must have left that in my chart. Yeah, no, your problem, Southpaw. Your problem, brother. I'm no problem, brother. Thank you, Christy. Yeah, trying. I'm still green. Still green. Could be a lot worse. Yeah, Z3. I think that sounds more plausible than it having something to do with the day. So yeah, I would get on more on board of that. Oh my. Right here. Right there, Kyle. If you've seen Mr. Deeds, it's crazy. I can't believe you disrespected the chat like that. That will haunt my dreams this whole entire weekend. It's crazy. Clay does. NQ has always been this volatile. I mean, kind of, yeah. Almost over the past couple months, yeah. I will say last week, Monday through Wednesday, and I think a couple days the week prior to that, there were definitely some slower days. But this week has been great. Has been great. Yeah, if you think it's too volatile, then going on to the micros, I think makes a lot of sense. Yeah, I mean, I think borderline. Yeah, I don't think there's. I think that makes a lot of sense. Just put yourself in timeout. Morrow said the room looks nice. He said that VIP room's looking really nice. He likes what I've done with the place. Wow, that's embarrassing. That's the problem with the size. Yes, I know I hopped out while the price was still above these moving averages, but when I was at 5 MNQ, the losses, they were just adding up too quickly. I couldn't risk anymore having to come down here and break through there and lose another 30 points. So that was one of the downfalls of the bigger position size. I lost, yeah, and now of course it stayed above those levels and came back up. So, yeah, the new drapes put a lot of effort into those. How do you change contract size? By changing that number right there. All right. This area here is dirty. Even now. Did that just sucker in some new people? Maybe. I don't know. Yeah. Then, Shammy, I would say going over to micros makes a lot of sense to me. Do you use the ATM, Clay? Yeah. In fact, this live stream, I've done 2 or 3 trades with an ATM. Maybe a breakout to 360. Maybe. You just mentioned NVIDIA. NVIDIA doing anything? What's the yen doing today? Anything? Still getting pretty volatile. NVIDIA, though. You said he just mentioned NVIDIA? Oh, yeah. Must have said something nice about NVIDIA. Get a little bit of a green candle there. Can we make it back? Yeah, I don't think that's unreasonable. I mean, 420 is only up here. Biggest problems I see for that will be the highs right here at, let's call it 350, and then the VWAP. But yeah, I don't think sweeping. I don't think there's anything crazy about that. You're long? Yeah. So was I right here until it just dumped and broke my dreams. Said their chip can't be duplicated. I've been long since 208. Since 208. No, down here. Good job. Hey, Legendary. Good to see you. What am I being congratulated for? Dork. The overnight lowest causing this consolidation. Yeah. All right. I am interested in a potential short up here. I know I should not be doing this, but I like it. Especially when it's matching up with the 50 SMA on the 5-minute. I'll just show you real quick. Look at this. Double whammy right there. So I'm gonna try it with some confidence here. I need to wait. I need to wait for some sort of confirmation. I can't. No. I'm still interested in taking it, but I'm not going to just blindly take it. Let's see if we can get some sort of candle that makes me believe this area actually wants to be an area of resistance. Oh, kind of dork. I did cook I lost a horse this morning. So. Oh my. Are you going to go right off that level? Well, that's what I get. In hindsight, I guess waiting for confirmation was the wrong thing there. Doggone it. Look at that. Right off the yellow line. Right off of it. I need numbers, Jimmy Trades. That doesn't mean anything. You got any numbers for me or what? How are we going to make money from those words? Okay, 380 what? 380 entry point, 380 stop. Yeah. No shot do we reject here. Oh, gone it. Yeah, that's true. What am I thinking, Slowmaro? I just gotta wait for the Mongolian monkey indicator to go off. The MMI indicator. Where'd Jimmy go? He just said he said 380. No other details. A man of mystery. All right, I'm going to look for a short here. See if we can get back-to-back upper shadows. I'm in. Short. Come on down, brother. Come on down, brother. I'll take that scalpy scalp. I'll take that. No, age has nothing to do with it, Chammy. I'm just not a. I just can think. I can think slightly critical thinking. Oh wait, I think I see what you just did there. Never mind. Now upon second read, I see what you did there. I don't know, Dane. I think you should probably might want to be putting on a short right now. I might be hopping back in. Let's see. Should I take an Nvidia call? Like what? Like in what sense? Day trading, swing trading, investing? I don't trust this breakout. I just don't trust it. I just don't trust it. And maybe I should, and if I should have, oh well. So I'm gonna question. I saw most of your videos start of stream till end of stream. You rarely profit. I saw most of your no, not yeah. Slow Money Club. I considering I've now been live streaming for probably 18 months straight, and I think I've missed maybe one day. No, I'm sorry. I did take a week vacation, so like yeah, no. You definitely have not seen most of my videos. So yeah, let me put it this way. I'm not denying that you have seen some videos. But yeah, most of my videos, I don't know. I guess I don't really track it. Maybe I do rarely profit. I guess I'll let the chat weigh in. Does it seem like I rarely ever make any money on these live streams or no? I suppose that's possible. No, I definitely don't believe that Slow Money Club has seen most of my videos, considering there's literally hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of live stream videos now, and each one is right around basically right around 4 hours. So that's a lot of footage. Doggone it. Right off of VWAP. You seem to only profit pre-stream. Oh, really? I only ever make money pre-stream. Okay. Shorts at 77. You got short at 77? Okay. So I think Slow Money Club is like a bot or something. Yeah. Agreed, Blue Paradise, especially when he like copy and pasted the same exact thing. Okay. Let's see. Now I'm a little curious. When was this profile created? Oh, 2011. Okay. So you are a scammer, win or lose, Clay. Exactly. Okay. Here we got a potential short here. Looking for a short here off of the VWAP if it wants to come back down. You never see me make any money. Yeah, that's it. I never make any money here, Slow Money Club. You're right. Never. No, they do not, Shammy. Let's see if the VWAP wants to smack it back down. Is the VWAP going to hold as resistance? Come on. I'll take it. I'll take it. I do not like how strong it's behaving right now. Don't like that. Bro is always low when he comes in morning till end of stream. Okay. Maybe. I ever run a statistical study on all my numbers from when I start the stream to when I end? I haven't. So maybe everything he's saying is true. But when somebody shows up and says, "Oh yeah, I've seen most of your," it's just like, okay. Slow money here. Let's just speed this up. I think you have a misunderstanding of the live stream. I think that you think like I'm here trying to proclaim or act as if I'm a good trader. The longer time people here, they know that I openly disclose. The point of this live stream is not to say anything about me as a trader. In fact, just to speed up the argument, I'm a terrible trader. I'm a total dented baboon trader. I'm a terrible trader. That's not the point of the live stream. The point of the live stream is to make people aware to day trade futures through a prop firm, because we are in the golden age of day trading, and mathematically speaking, that is the most efficient way to day trade, is to day trade futures through a prop firm. And what's cool about that is I couldn't be an absolutely terrible trader yet still prove out with math that my claim is true. Well, nobody's attacking you. You're just making some very shaky claims. But I'll just so we can advance the conversation forward. I'm a terrible trader. There we go. You got me. I'm a terrible trader. But guess what? A terrible trader has nothing to do with whether or not day trading futures in a prop firm is a good idea or not. Math does not care about whether I'm a good or bad trader. So just to avoid any arguments, I'll just say I'm a terrible trader. There we go. You got me. I'm a terrible trader. But I don't care. I'm not here to say I'm a good trader. I'm here to say that I have a good idea for everybody. If you're not day trading futures through a prop firm, let me show you the benefits of it. There we go. Okay. What? That's very, what are you saying? What's very dumb? That's crazy. Are you about to get steamrolled by me with math? Are you about to tell me that day trading futures in a prop firm is not a good idea? Dang, you're about to get steamrolled by logic and math, dude. Careful, brother. Okay, everybody, who cares? You don't have to defend me. Just concede the argument. Yeah, this guy's a terrible trader. That has nothing to do with why I'm here, which you guys know. No, I'm goading him. I want him to try to tell me how day trading futures through a prop firm is a bad idea, because then that way that'll give me the opportunity to show how awesome it actually is. I mean, listen. We have to give this guy credit for his transparency. He literally has the name Slow in his name. Now, I'm a dented baboon, but I do not disclose any of that in my screen name. To his credit, at least he just tells us he's slow. So, like, let's give credit where credit's due here. He is quite transparent. He is more transparent than I am, because I just call myself Clay Trader. It should be moron, dented baboon Clay Trader. So $4.99 is startup cost. I'm not sure what you're referring to, Rodney. Okay. Slow money. You've already won this argument. I was just kidding about the slow comment, but I think you actually are slow. You've already won. I am a terrible trader. I've conceded. You got me. I'm a terrible trader. but that's irrelevant to the point of the live stream. The point of the live stream is to make people aware of day trading futures through a prop firm. Okay. So if you continue to talk about me as a trader and how bad I am, you're going to be banned, not because you're calling me a bad trader. I've already accepted the premise. I'm a bad trader because you are not listening. You've already won that accusation. You got me. Why do you pre-stream trading? Because I'm bad. That's why. That's why. Last time. I've already conceded. I'm a terrible trader. You got me. If you were too thick, if you're too slow, then you're out. Hired guy's offending the scammer if he is so good. Okay, this is why I'm going to ban you. If he's so good. I'm literally telling you right now, I am not good. In fact, watch this. Watch how this still doesn't play out. Okay, I think this guy is just rage baiting. Nobody's actually this dumb. Yeah. Well, Vital Gray, I was hoping he was actually here to try to tell me how day trading futures in a prop firm was dumb. But you're right. At this point, he's clearly, yeah, he's either a total moron or he's rage baiting. And I don't think he's a total moron. So yeah, we'll move on now. Yeah, agreed. He is trolling hard. All right, maybe a long down around this yellow line here. On the pullback, we'll see. So far, though, the VWAP has done its thing. It's holding strong. Patience is required. Okay. All right. See you later, slow money. That's just the ban. That's not even worth the timeout. It is. I had this yesterday. You want to do the V. GCV is a new gold contract. Oh, here we go on the pullback. Dean, can you imagine meeting someone like that in real life? Well, in real life, he would never act that way. But like, can you imagine if he did? Like, you would just be like, the conclusion would have to be, this person's either drunk or they're, not all their brain wires are attached. Okay, I'm long. Uh-oh. Oh no. Uh-oh, is my internet even working? No, my internet works. This is frozen though, I think. My internet is still work. Oh crap. Oh boy. Hello? Are you guys still here with me? Okay. No, there. What is going on? Okay, we're back. All right, I'll get out of that one. That was spooky. That was spooky. No, so that was Tradovate. That's the tricky thing. Had I not had those internet issues earlier, I could have just defaulted and blamed Tradovate, but man, I wasn't sure. I did add a few more at the 21 EMA just because I like that it would potentially bounce, and it did. Okay, Washboard Jim. Are you trading SPX options? As somebody that has followed me now for 20 years. Are you doing SPX options by any chance? If so, I want to help. Oh yeah, Tradeovate has its glitches, all right. Hey Tom, from Croatia, very cool. I am not copy trading. One Pierce founder. Yeah, not copy. Oh, okay. Not copy trading. Maybe another trade here, though. Ooh. Or do I wait for the 20? Okay, I think I do this instead. Got the 21 EMA. Oh, look at this. Kind of got the mountaintop right there. Yeah. I think I'm just going to wait for more of a pullback here. Oh, that does look kind of good, though, to maybe try a long right here. Hammer up off of this. I trade iron flies on it sometimes. Iron flies. Is that just short for iron butterflies, or is that literal? Is an iron fly different than a butterfly? Not even lunchtime yet. Where do you live, Rodney? You must be out in California. Oh my goodness. I'm not. I'm not. I'm just saying that's welcome to the world of option swing trading. So many different things. Butterflies and iron condors, and apparently there's an iron. What did you call it? Fly. And the rabies bat trade. You know, I love me a rabies bat trade. Houston. You're in the central time zone. What are you talking? Lunchtime. Oh wait. I guess yeah. I don't. 11:45 is lunch, isn't it? Isn't 11:45 a.m. lunch? It does. Yeah, Iron Fly does sound agreed. Where did that one guy go? Jeez, I'm trying to have a conversation with the guy who's followed me for 20 years. Washboard Jim, are you trading SPX options? Vital Gray, you think lunch starts at 11:30? I could agree with that. It just froze up on me again. It's not moving. 5-minute is. 2-minute is not. Once again, is not moving. We're gonna look at the 5-minute though. 5 minutes, we're good still. Look, yep, there it goes. Ooh. What is going on? Holy smokes! All right, let me F5 this. Everything is jumping. Not my internet. Internet's still good. My account select. What is going on? Oh boy. All right, just a minute. I'm officially freaked. Yeah, let me let me shut this down. I gotta. Just a minute. That now my accounts are like flipping, switching around. That's all. I have no idea. I don't know what's going on, but all right. Let's just do this for the sake of the stream. Thank you everybody for using Code Clay. Makes doing this stuff easier to do here. All right. Maybe I didn't need to necessarily do this. I'm not sure. Okay. Yeah, I guess now in hindsight, I didn't need to necessarily. I'm getting another account is what I'm doing, just so you know. I'm just gonna fire up another account. I don't wanna risk that one anymore. This is pure goofiness now. Pure goofiness. Assuming this can load up here. What am I looking at? Yeah, is anybody else having TraderVate issues? Like my accounts are flipping around and now am I missing something? All right, I'm sorry. I apologize. I don't know what's going on here. I don't think it's no. My internet's just F5 and again. What in the world? All right, there's that account I just got. That's good. That Iran attacking me. You have the same problem? Okay, HR. Okay. That makes me feel well. Slow money. Yeah, it's like I'm missing accounts or something. That is, and then accounts. I don't know. I don't know. All I know is, I guess I'll cross that bridge later. But I got the account I just fired up. Okay, so we're gonna just go with this 50K test account now at this point. Because if I glitch and I lose, this makes the most sense. Okay, this makes the most sense here. So there we go. So, what in the world? Well, I don't know. I mean, you guys. Welcome to the world of, I guess, TraderVate. I do like them. Will I ever say I love TraderVate? That'd probably be a stretch. But I like them enough to continue to use them. But man, we've seen it all. To be fair to TraderVate, though, at first it was my internet's problem. But my internet has been fine. And then you saw it freeze up on. Yeah. Okay. All right. So here we go. Oh boy. I kind of want to load up some NQs because I'm like, but I need this one to last. Where we're at time wise? No, 2 hours. I don't want to cook this one and then that fire. No. Again, thank you everybody though that has used code Clay. Things like this, if not enough people are using code Clay, I would just be like, all right, I'm done streaming for the day. But thank you everybody for using code Clay. It makes stuff like this not super painful. But on that note, I don't want to cook through a bunch of test accounts now. So I gotta be, I'll be honest, if we had like an hour left, would I get super aggressive? Yeah. But I don't know. Yes, this is what I just need to do. So, all right, load up. Oh, 6MNQ, I could use, okay. Oh boy. All right, I might really regret this. We'll see what happens here. Come on. All right, there we go. We'll start, just get a little bit of a cushion, Again, I want to try to maybe do like a max, try to max this thing out. So this is a 50K, so 1,500. Maybe we can try to push it. We did that, what, a couple weeks ago? Yeah. So where was the slow guy? Where was he on that webinar? Or not webinar, that live stream, where I literally started from 0 on an account, and then we took it to max out of 1,500. Weird how he left that one out. Weird. Almost like he was just a troll. Almost. I love Friday. 92% of my profit comes from one day. Maybe you should just trade Fridays then. You did 2 accounts back to back 1,500. I don't know if that's true or not, but is it? I don't remember. Anyways, I'm just kidding. That guy was, like I said, that eventually reached the point of either, I'm pretty sure he was literally slow, or he was just trolling around and rage baiting. And I don't think he was literally slow. So I don't know. He did seem like the type, though, that I could see a new screen name showing up. But we'll see. Okay, Washboard Jim, I asked you a question and you never replied. And now you're talking about CVNA. Washboard Jim, are you trading SPX options? At this point, I'm not even sure. I think you might be a bot because you're like, I've talked to you several times. I'm not sure you've ever actually interacted with me. My VWAP, that's because I'm on NQ. And NQ and MNQ VWAPs are slightly different, I believe. Yeah, no, Philly, that's fine. Yeah. Given the context of things, we might do some more slinging around of NQ. We'll see what happens here. I guess, really, okay, I'm just thinking through. Let's just assume, as always, we're traders. Let's think about a worst case. My risk here is try to max it out, and in like the next 30 minutes, 45 minutes, I toast it. So that means there's still going to be potentially a chunk of time with no trading. So it's really a question of, are people still going to hang around, shoot the breeze? I mean, also talk about the market, but like, am I going to be putting on any more trades? I mean, right now I say I'm not going to fire up another account, but that will be my goal. So that's really the question of if I risk, are you guys going to hang out? If I'm just done, so if I cook this account and then therefore I have to be done for the day, are you guys still going to hang out or is everybody going to bail? That's what I'm trying to think the business aspect of things right now. I have already done the responsible thing, right? I'm always balancing those things. This is fun. I want to, this is there's the business aspect and then there's also the responsible trading. So I've been responsible. I'm out of, I'm in this account now, which if I cook it, oh well. But I the business aspect. All right. Hey, Evan. All right, maybe. Okay, we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens if I cook it. It is what it is. Well, that's the thing. That's what I'm saying is not going to happen. I'm well aware that there's a subset of people that enjoy watching other suffers that are like, well, what I'd really like, Clay, is for you to just buy like 30 accounts on stream because you cook 30 accounts in the next 2 hours. But I'd prefer to avoid that. Hey, what's up, Rogue? Again, my question is, if I cook it, and then if I say I'm done trading, is everyone going to bail? That's my actual question. I really don't know if Washboard Jim is a real person or not. Washboard Jim, can you type ABC? Yes, we will bail. All right, well then I'm not. Sorry. I will not get aggressive. Okay, MJ, why do I have this sneaky suspicion, MJ, that you just showed up within the last 5 minutes? Why am I getting that impression right now? Is it? Did you maybe just show up within the last 5 minutes, MJ? Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, if you go back like 10 minutes ago, let me put it this way. You're missing a mass amount of context right now. You're missing a massive amount of context right now. Don't you have like 15 accounts? No, no, okay. No, those accounts that I have, I'm saying are past accounts. That yeah, could I fire up some pros? But that's like I'm not looking to go on. I'm not looking to start to cook pro accounts. So yes, I do have many past accounts sitting in the racehorse stable, but that's not what I'm talking about here. Yeah, those are the past accounts, right? Agreed, JJ. Agree. Yeah, especially at this. I mean, you can argue it was stupid of me to keep that account moving or keep that account active as long as I did today. But I mean, Tradeovate that kind of always does. There's always those weird little things. But yeah, then it just got too goofy for me. Man, that VWAP just continues. Oh, I'm sorry. That's at least on the MNQ. What are your tread lines? I see. Well, not to nitpick, but these are not tread lines. These are called moving averages. This up here is the 200 SMA. That is the VWAP, and that is the 21 EMA. But like this is a tread line. Like if I were to draw something like that, that would be a tread line. Uh-oh, Alfonso. Yeah. We'll do that public service announcement again. With Take Profit Trader, use your credits for resets. For resets. Because now if you pass that account, Alfonso, you're gonna have to pay the 130 activation fee. So again, take Profit Trader people, FYI, a little bit of a hack. With your points that you accumulate as you spend money, use those points for a reset. NQ1H looks good though. Makes wow, that thing really came to life, huh? Do I try a short here for a little bit of a rejection? Okay. Could probably up my size a little bit. Let's see if this wants to pop up. Oh, no. 24 is not gonna happen. It's back in your reward area somewhere. Like on the dashboard, if you go to your credits or whatever rewards, it'll actually tell you what you're eligible for. No, Wolfie. As I talked about this morning, there's an account where I blew it up, so there were no profits. Wait. I don't know if on all the accounts you had. No. Okay, if you're saying about like the course of my prop firm trading career, have every account I've had, like have I ultimately come out with a profit? No. Individually, some you get, and then they're toast. There is no payout that comes from it. If I do a reset, do I lose my days or I? Well, I mean, right now, Alfonso, it's irrelevant because you already spent your points on the account. Man, this movement has really slowed down, it seems like all of a sudden. Is this thing about to push through the 200 SMA or not? Yeah, so Wolfie, I'm not even sure what you're asking in all actuality. I'm not. Clay, on all the accounts you had, can you say that you made a profit? No. I mean, nobody can say that. Like, cooking accounts is part of prop trading. Oh, okay. Yeah. Are you in whole? Yes. Overall, yes. Yes. The second time. Okay, gotcha. No. My second answer was right. I don't remember what my second answer was, but my second answer was the right one. All right, I'm short. There we go, little scalpy scalp there. Yeah, good job, John. Yeah, just keep an eye on your email. They'll let you know the next steps. You'll have to sign some paperwork so they can get like tax stuff documented. Ooh, coming back up. Coming back up. This is one where if it breaks, you almost say max out or die, but I don't know if I want to get that aggressive. Hi, Clay. What would you say is that your edge to your methodology? The simplicity of it. I'm not here overwhelming myself with 8,000 different terms and 8 million different abbreviations and blah, 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 blah. I just use what I call the keep the KISS method. Keep it simple, stupid. I like some candlesticks. I like some moving averages, some trend lines, and that's about it. But I am stupid, so therefore I need to keep it simple, stupid. That's an acronym. Yeah. Yeah. No, you're very stupid. I'm just stupid. No, I don't have anything against MACD or RSI. Okay. Looking to buy the pullback here at the 21 EMA. Dog, I should have taken the timestamp. So I could start to refer people back so they can get the full context. Because now they're like, wait, Clay, you're trading NQ today? It's like, oh, if you scroll back like 15 minutes, you'll have context on how we got here. What do you guys think that was? Probably the hour or 2 hour and 10-minute timestamp? Yeah, I can tell. Just like MJ, I could tell MJ was a little behind with what he was saying. Oh, don't. Come down just a little bit more. Shoot. Now, I want to be very clear. Just because I'm saying mine is keep it simple, stupid, does not mean that I'm saying trading is simple, trading is easy. I'm just saying I try to keep it pretty basic, you know. If you're looking for the cool sounding terminology and the, you know, all the abbreviations, that yeah, I'm too stupid for that stuff. But yeah, please don't. Not that I'm saying any of you are, but yeah, keep it simple, stupid does not mean that trading is like simple and so I'm gonna make a bunch of money. What? Why? Why do you say that's stupid? To me, doesn't that make sense? At least on the 2 minute, came up here, bumped its head on the 200 SMA, pulled back to the VWAP. I mean, how? What makes you say that's stupid? Let me. Did you go long right there? If you went long right there, I can see why you'd call this stupid. Yeah, and I do use the magical indicators. That's true. That's true. How do you get the purple line? That's a pink line. And I don't know, I'm not sure. Here and then probably moving averages. Yeah, there and then moving averages, and you can add it in. Okay, I'm trying for another long there if this wants to come back down. So right here, it's held steady so far. Let's see if it can hold steady again. Doggone it. Never mind. Is it EMA? That is a 200 SMA. 200 SMA. Man. That is the epitome of why trading's hard. Okay, I think that one dude is a bot. The guy that has supposedly followed me from 20 years ago. Did he ever type ABC or did I miss it? What was his name? Washboard Jim? Did anybody see ABC from Washboard Jim? I actually think he is a bot. No, I see nothing. That's crazy. The bots are starting to get, I think, pretty advanced. I got to figure out something for my mental health sake. I really don't feel like continuing to talk about all this stuff over and over again, which I understand why people would ask because to be on NQ is definitely out of the norm right now. Does anybody know what the timestamp is when everything went crazy? Agreed, laid back Larry. Good to see you, by the way. Agreed. Okay, here we go. I'm going to try a short here. See if it rejects. Maybe this is a true breakout. Okay, here we go. Basically, is this like a double top in combination with the 200 SMA? Will this be an area of resistance? Okay, I was close to being in. I'm in. Come on, brother. Drop, brother. No, I'm not putting up with this. When you're at 4 NQ, I need to see things moving now. I'm not going to sit around and... I really thought that'd be a smoother move down. So, all right. Well, there we go. Just, even now, it's just sitting there. Does it reject? It still might reject, but goodness, it's not being very nice about it. Okay, do we know, did anybody, let me look back. It would be, my life would be so much easier. Did anybody ever find the timestamp of when things got super crazy? About the 2 hour mark? Okay. For anybody that is confused on why these numbers are different, why I'm trading NQ, etc., 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 go back to the 2 hour mark and you will gain your context on how we got here. But I don't feel like explaining it over and over and over and over and over again. So yes, right around the 2 hour mark will give you the context you need on how we ended up here. The Cliff Notes version is, I didn't cook anything, but Tradeovate is getting goofy. So in order to protect accounts that need to be protected, I just fired up another account. That is the Cliff Notes version. Okay, what timestamp was that? That was about 2 hour 33 minute mark. Well, that was when I was done with it though. So 2 hour 2:32. Okay, who was 32? Shaq. Okay, so 2 Shaqs. So at the 2 Shaq mark at 2, so when he was in Orlando, 2 Orlando Magic Shaqs. So at the 2 hour 32 minute mark is where I gave the Cliff Notes version of how I got here. I've been trading overnight sessions due to my schedule this month. All right, layback, Larry. Well, glad to know that we'll have you. See, I'm glad I played that. See, it just, there was something off there. That thing was not budging really at all. So I'm glad I got out. Yeah, exactly, Philly. Yeah. That is still super weird. Yeah, I don't know if I gotta, yeah, I don't know. I've never had it act that way before. That was very bizarre. Anyways, all right, what are we going to do next? The goal here is we're trying to go to max this sucker out, 1,500. So we're kind of close. Not really. And if it dies, it dies. Ooh, what's this Doc Soul? Oh, Doc Soul. I'm a little bummed. I don't know what I'm going to do after this live stream. Nothing is being done at the house today. Waiting for drywall now. Monday at 7 a.m. Monday, 7 a.m. Drywall's going in. No, I'm not gonna get a pizza at 2 o'clock in the afternoon, brother. Maybe I don't know what I'll do. Maybe I'll take a nap because I did not sleep very good last night. Yeah, indeed, Larry, agreed. Ooh, is this one of these where you acted like, oh, this could be savage. Savage. Acting like it wants to be strong, and now is it really about to drop back? This could be rough. And you remember StockTwits? Yeah, StockTwits. Still a thing. I mean, StockTwits, it wasn't just bio. It was everything, right? If gold was in the news, everybody was gold companies. If marijuana was in the news, everybody turned into marijuana companies. If oil was in the news, everybody's mining for oil. Oh, yeah. Doesn't it still go on there or no? Is StockTwits kind of finally chilled out from all the pumping? Oh, that's where the best conspiracies came from, was StockTwits. Regarding myself, that is. Yeah, I have not looked around there either, Jimmy. So I'm not sure either. But I would assume. No, I think meme coins have stolen the thunder of a lot of penny stocks. I am assuming penny stock volume is not anywhere like it was when I first got in the market 20 years ago, because there was no crypto then. Mark found me on Stock Twits. I think I remember. Did you used to believe the conspiracies or no? I can't remember that about you. Jimmy first came across me on Stock Twits too. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Leverage is the new penny stocks. I mean, leverage has always been around. So maybe, I guess I'm not quite sure exactly what you mean, but okay, all right. Agreed. Yeah, easier now though. Agreed there. Yep. Agreed. Not 2 minute. Not 2 minute. 30 minute is what you mean, Z3. But yes, the army of shorts is a real thing. That is one unique thing, and why, for me, I'm never fully on board conspiracies. I'm open to some of them, but some of them I'm like they're just flat out wrong because the conspiracies about me. So I'm in a unique spot, right? Because I've had conspiracies about me. So like if anybody truly knew whether or not the conspiracy was true, it would actually be me. And I can now, granted, the conspiracy theorist is just going to accuse me of lying, but I truly do know the facts. So the people that think I had like the penny stock shorting hedge fund, and a bunch of people were like part of my army, and we would short like the most ridiculous things. Like those conspiracies, I can assure you are false. I would know. I would know if I had a penny stock shorting hedge fund. Never have, never did. Who knows? Maybe I will at some point. But so yeah, it's one of those things where when you're on the receiving end of a conspiracy, it's just like, okay, I can say verifiably that some people are very convinced of things that literally are not true. They're just not true, but boy, they are convinced. It was like yesterday. Like the one guy, what was that? Hayden, the special force guy. Like that's also something where I'm in a unique spot because when those people are so well, I don't know if he was actually convinced, but like the people that are convinced that I'm like upset or angry or blah blah blah, like if anybody would know if I was truly angry, it would be me. So I'm like, dang, I got a good like I know a lot about this person, and what I know is they are terrible at reading people. They are terrible, and I can say that factually because I know what they're accusing me of, and I know whether or not I'm actually that thing. How would I know that? Well, because I am that thing. So like Hayden, again, to be fair, he might have just been trolling, but like if he was convinced that, like, okay, well, officially he's not very good. He's got a bad read on people. Yeah, maybe that was a typo. Maybe it wasn't special forces. See, Kyle, that's why, I mean, you have like a 5% batting average, right? Every 5 at bats out of 100, you get a base hit. That was a good one. That was a good one. Just come out clean on. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I took college course on theater. It's better than psychology if you get it. Yeah. It is a bizarre thing though. Like, have you ever had that in your life where somebody's accusing you of something and you can tell that person is convinced that the thing is true, and you're like, it really isn't though. And I would know because like I'm the one about it, and like it's I don't know how to explain it. It's I don't know if freaky or scary is the right thing, but it's like holy smokes, these people are they are convinced of this thing, and this thing is not true. Any news or anything this fine? Not that I'm aware of. I know Trump was, well, he had like a cabinet meeting. Is this the rising wedge wedging? Oh, Doc Soul, Evan. I think you might be right. I think we might actually be. Oh, Doc Soul, Evan. Evan Messi with a Doc Soul word. I think we do have a rising wedge. We do, and I like it. I like it. Good eye, Evan. Wait, is that part of it too? Wait. Let me cook. Stop. Leave me alone. Let me cook. I don't know. Okay, no, not that. That line is not really working, but we can still make it work. Oh, crap. Are we at the top of it right now? Hurry. There's the top. We are. Okay, maybe a fake breakout here of the rising wedge. Okay. Or is this a fake breakout of the... Ooh, rising wedge. We got the... Is this just a fake break? Doc Soul. All right. Over here on the 5 minute, we have the 200 SMA at, what is that, about 75? 475. I might take a swing at 475. So that looks kind of random here on the 2 minute. But there we go. Good eye, though, Evan. But yeah, this rising wedge just got punched in the face. Yeah, keep the West wild. I read the headline about that. He went into like AI infrastructure stocks. Where did that dude get all the money, though? Like, is that his parents' money? Like, who is... I don't know. He must have just been a good salesman to raise that capital. But yeah, cooked. From who? Who's like, listen, boys, I'm going all in on something. Like, I don't care how good the thing is. Again, I can only speak for me. And to be fair to these people, for all I know, what they gave them was like a fraction of their net worth. But man, as soon as I hear somebody saying, I'm going all in, I'm like, yeah, no, I don't agree with your, I don't agree. He was up 1,000%, then got margin. Yeah, that's what happens when you go all in on stuff. Well, there might be great irony here. I might get margin called on this. Granted, it's not the same thing. It would just be me cooking this account, but his wife is a doctor. I see what you did there. What do you think you'd be doing instead? Probably teaching. I really like teaching. He had a cool name, though. Oh, that's somebody else mentioned Leopold, and I'm like, I don't know what you're talking about. But that's who he was talking about? Gotcha. No, I just like teaching in general. Coaching, teaching. Back in high school, our final 3 years of our final 3 weeks of senior year, we had a job shadow 3 different things and then write a big paper about it. So I did an engineer, I did a lawyer, and I did my 5th grade teacher. Whoop. That didn't sound right. I job shadowed my 5th grade teacher. Okay. Just a minute. Hold that thought. All right, looking for the rejection of the 200. There we go. Another little scalpy scalp there. But anyway, so job shadowed my 5th grade teacher. And that was so fun. She let me teach a couple segments because I did 4 years of Spanish in high school. So she's like, well, why don't you take like, you can have the afternoon session and teach kids some Spanish. I'm like, okay. And that was super fun. And I've always liked explaining things. So yeah, hopefully I'd probably be a teacher. Maybe I would have been like a math or because again, I went and I got my engineering. So I have an engineering degree, but I don't know. Would I still be an engineer? I wasn't. I was a pretty bad engineer. But anyways, hopefully it would be teaching. But it is still kind of is teaching. I mean, part of my income is teaching. Okay, maybe another short up here. Do I think we can get another rejection, like a little miniature double top? I mean, man, I know, dog. Did you see? I'm right here. Right here. Right here. Look at that. The 200 SMA. Boop. Kyle's on a roll, actually. I mean, this is a sight to see. I used to have a luscious head of hair. Truly, luscious head of hair. And then Kyle. I met Kyle. And slow and surely, the Kyle effect is happening. Rodney, are you day trading options? More like spanking baboons. That is the one thing where I know it drives a lot of you nuts. You're like, please just drop this with this person. But I do like to teach. I really do. So when I see somebody that I can tell is floundering around, I am actually trying to help them via teaching them something, which can be taken advantage of. Yes. If you are rage baiting or trolling, you can leverage that to your advantage. You can sucker me down rabbit holes by acting as if you're kind of open to it, but actually not. So that's the stuff where that kind of drives me nuts. But yeah, that is a hack. I'm telling you right now, that is something that can be exploited because I actually do try to help people because I do like to teach. And some people are open ears, some people are too dented, and some they just know that. So they're like, okay, Clay's gonna want to try to teach me, so I'm gonna just act a certain way to drive him nuts. Now, am I actually driven nuts? Again, bottom right hand corner, but you know what I mean. Teach me how to pull port an account. I don't know how to pull port anything. Where's the P at relative to the F? How in the world did you type the P when you clearly meant the F? You are, again, his screen name, not mine, very stupid. Walk that through me. How in the world did you hit the P when you meant an F? They're not anywhere close on the keyboard. You have to be very stupid to pull something like that off. Explain that to me. And for everybody, look at your keyboards. All right, well, I mean, in all actuality, Rodney, even if you never did prop firms, don't do futures move better and they don't have theta. So yes, futures are contracts just like options are contracts, but futures contracts are way better because there is no theta. Okay, yeah, he is living up to his screen name. So that's why I like I'm very stupid because he tells us all up front, I'm very stupid. So like you can't get mad at the guy. Hello, grumpy old man. Can you please get off my lawn? Finish Yeti. Before I throw a Yeti at your head, get off my lawn, boy. He meant pulled pork. Maybe he meant pulled pork. But that was quite the amazing task. The P and the F, not even close. Now they're not quite at. Now the P and the Z, or what is it? The Q and the M. Those are kind of, but yeah. Option 0 DTE. Yeah, exactly, Jimmy. All right, maybe a pullback here to this former breakout point, which was the top of our wedge. So maybe we get the back test and go. Something like that. You not grumpy or old? Relax. I am anything but relaxed right now. So please get off my lawn. I assure you, whatever the opposite of relaxed is, I am that times 10. Okay, finish Yeti. Thinking of bull flag, we shall see. I mean, I would say you kind of already have the bull flag. I'd probably nitpick it and call it a bull pennant, but I'm assuming that's what you're talking about. Okay, if you go to the 2 hour and 32 minute mark, I offer a Cliff Notes version of how I got where I am right now. Again, the 2 hour, 32 minute mark. But for my mental sake, yeah, I don't feel like talking about how I got here again. If you want the entire context to witness everything play out, then I think that's about the 2 hour mark. If I was not live streaming, my goal would be done to be my goal would be to be done by 11 a.m. But with futures, I think I could very realistically be done by 10 a.m. every day if it was not for the live stream. But yeah, the live stream, which I accidentally started, turned me into an afternoon trader. Which is also why I've said before, I've never been a great afternoon trader. So like the one guy that shows up is like, man, you barely ever make any money. I don't think that's quite true. But yeah, I'm not a good afternoon trader. I've never done it. Then why are you doing it? Because I accidentally started this live stream and I've realized that people like to see me trade. So it behooves me from a business standpoint to trade. And if you think I'm joking around, I'm not about accidentally starting. That's why I left up for the first ever episode. If you go back in the archive and watch your first ever live stream, yeah. In fact, it's pretty hilarious. I'm pretty sure I made comments. Yeah, this will probably be the only time I'm ever here. Yeah. ES new high of day. Roger that. Wait, ES is at a new high day? Is it really outpacing? Oh, wow. Oh, you're right. It's right up there. Well, where's that on NQ? Do we still... Oh, that's still way up there. Yeah, okay. ES is outpacing. So if I can make money... It's day trading. And if you can, again, if you can make money day trading with theta, that's amazing. I would say, imagine how much better your life will be if you don't even have to worry about theta anymore. You know what I mean? What coin? This is not a coin. We are day trading futures here. I don't trade meme coins because they are garbage. Day trading crypto is garbage. Hey, calculator risk. How's it going? You get your account passed yet? Well, who said the bull flag? Somebody called it a bull flag. Good job. Good call. You not only got the break, you're getting some more continuation, so good job. Not yet? All right. Where's the finished dent at? Finished dent, you still here? Yeah, we're trading clay coin. Exactly. You just fade it every time. Five-minute is up, up, up. Yeah, what is the ES makes me think I should just get long too. Is KRT here? KRT, dude, is always talking about ES. And I'm about to trade it. And he's not, I don't even know if he's here to enjoy it. He's going to be so upset. Maybe Blossom's here. I like that name, Blossom. It's a good one. It definitely looks like a what's up. Like, it really just seems like I should just buy, because, like, why at this point, why wouldn't it at least go up and touch these highs? These can be famous last words, though. 1-500. Where's 500 at? Okay, you're still talking NQ. Yeah, I got to be careful because the majority of you rightfully so are talking NQ, and I'm over here looking at ES. Yeah, if anything, that in my mind, this seems like a short up round here. I'd want it to pull back a little bit more before I get to, yeah, buy with 10 minis. No, can't buy 10 minis. This is a 50K account. I can do 6. I can do 6. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Ooh, ducks. Oh, look at this. This thing loves that green line, which is the 21 EMA. So it got close to it, bounced, close to it, bounced, close to it, bounced. Right there, just flat out hit it. All right, so I'm going to try it right there. And if it dumps down through it, well, I guess I'm just the guy that bought after all these bounces off of it. But I'm going with the trend, buying the pullback in an area where it's bounced before. And if it dumps, then this account may die. You believe? Is that where if you believe, clap your hands and then Tinkerbell comes back to life or something? Isn't that how that works? Like a fairy? Like you have to believe and clap and then the fairy comes back to life? Where did the Finnish guy go? Dang, I scared that guy off real quick. That boy's weak. My grumpiness scared him off right away. That boy's on his way to eat some SpaghettiOs. All right, here we go, maybe. Come on. If that red line turns blue. Did I say red line? If that green line turns blue. Doggone it. See, now I don't like it because now I'm going to be buying after this failed green candle. Come on. Okay, let's go check back to the... Oh, even that didn't quite come down to the former breakup point. Ah, these dirty dog pullbacks are not quite coming down as far as I want to see them. Hey, Tom. Good to see you, brother. Miss it by two. Yeah. Dang. Yeah, I just don't like the buy there again. To buy right after this, what was a nice solid green candle has failed, it makes me nervous. Actually, no, I didn't. Weekend plans. I don't know. There might be more storms coming in tonight, so we'll probably go over to the property and just like make sure all the electrical outlets, all the switches are where we want them because drywall goes on Monday morning at 7 a.m. So maybe that'll be part of it. But with all the rain, I want to go work at the house some more, just do some more cleanup stuff like that. But I don't know how muddy it'll be. All right, I should not. Yeah. All right, I might do it. Probably shouldn't. But maybe this is just. Let's see what happens. Yeah, I should totally not be doing this. All right, I should not be doing that. Again, just please dump and make me look smart. Look, just dump down through there. Make me look like not the dented baboon I actually am. School shopping. Well, we homeschool, so it kind of starts. It never really. It ends kind of. Let me put it this way: our co-op that we're part of starts mid August, I think. Is that a real post? Is that a true goodbye, Evan? Is that a true goodbye? If so, you're going to be breaking a lot of people's hearts here. All right, it is doing a bit of a hammer here. All right, let's see what happens. Can we get the bounce? Like I said, it's bounced off this 21 EMA so many times before. Can history repeat itself at least one more time for me? I took one out, took another one out. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. If you love the ES, bless your sweet little heart. This is just not for me. Just not for me. If you like it though, shout out. That, and I'm not saying you're wrong to trade the ES. I'm not saying you're wrong to love the ES. It's just not for me. It's just not for me. I'm gonna hop back over here to the NQ. So now when people say, Clay, are you sure you gave it a, yeah, I've now started to really give it a good chance. It's just not for me. Like when people are like, I love trading with the Brazilian baboon indicator, it's like, more power to you. More power to you. What don't you like? Did you see that trade? I almost fell asleep. Oh my goodness. I think I did fall asleep. What time is it? Where am I? Is it Monday? Holy smokes. That makes sense, man. I slept a long time. Again, to reiterate, if you are here and you love ES, more power to you. I'm not saying you're wrong at all. I'm just saying all this illustrates how we're all different as traders. ES is good for beginners. I don't know if I even agree with that. Like I would never send a beginner to NQ, that's for sure. But MNQ, I could see saying that. Oh, it's Tuesday. Great. Wait, was that true by Evan? Was that a legitimate goodbye? Evan. Evan! Oh my goodness. And reward thinks NQ traders are crazy. Fair enough. I can understand that. No problem. No problem at all. I get it. The Brazilian. I think you got a typo in there. If you meant the Brazilian baboon SMA wrestling with the Amazonian anaconda. Dude, the crazy part. The funny part is there's probably somebody that's like going and googling that right now. Like, wait, what is that? I never heard of that one before. Chat GBT. Don't you have to be a little crazy at least? Yeah, I guess you could call it a little crazy. A little crazy. I mean, to be a let me put it this way. You've got to probably be a little crazy to want to figure out to be a trader. But like so many people make trading look easy that like crazy is the last thing. Because some people make it look like, hey, being a trader is smart because it's easy and look at all this money. So no, not necessarily to want to be a trader. That I can see that being very easy to want to be a trader. But yeah, after you figure out how it's actually not easy, and then you're like, but I wanna figure this out. Yeah, that's where I think probably some crazy comes in. That's a nasty bounce upwards. Oh boy. With Take Profit Trader, yes. There is no scalping rule on Take Profit Trader, but I cannot speak to all prop firms. But reason number 8,400,251 of why Take Profit Trader, in my opinion, is king of the mountain. No scalping rule. Where do I want to try a pullback here? Ooh, Duck Soul. Oh, God, wait. Okay, middle finger trade with the VWAP though at 370. So yeah, it's a bit of ways down here, but at this point, that's just what I feel comfortable with. Middle finger trade with the combination of the VWAP. What kind of trader are you? A middle finger trader. This has been such a bizarre stream, though. Like that one dude, that washboard Jim. I thought he was real, and then he just crazy. And then Evan just disappears. And then Finish Dent shows up. Displays zero sense of humor, and then he's gone. It's crazy. Then we got, what was the one guy? Slow Baboon shows up, and he delivered. He was a slow baboon, but man, what is going on? You use that phrase a lot. What is a middle finger trade? It's a middle finger trade. $21 EMA did not hold. It did not hold. I'm glad I didn't trust it. I want to see it go down more. Me too. I want to see it go down to 371. And then at that point, I will be bullish. But right now, I'm bearish. Go Bears. Go Bears. But all good traders are good politicians. And I'm going to, you will see me just flip-flop so fast, it'll put your Speedo in a knot. Do you see these? Do you see this? If you picture sometimes I call these mountains. I also if you kind of picture this as like a hand. And do you see how this hand, we have this finger just sticking out right there? You see that little finger? It almost looks like the middle finger. Whoops. And then when I match up where that middle finger is, it puts it basically right there at the VWAP. So I like those fingers. The Bears. You guys ever heard of a man that goes by the name of Bill Brasky? I know Bill Brasky. Who's a fan of the Bill Brasky skits? Two left from 483. Oh, nice. It's been a while since I've seen I wonder if they could even make those anymore. Could they get away with some of those? I don't remember. It seems like it might have been one where in this day and age probably wouldn't be able to get away with it. You have not seen the Bill Brasky skits on SNL? You are missing out. I can say with full certainty that you are not living your life in a fulfilling way. All right, I never mind on that, I guess. Oh, Duck Soul. Okay. Well, no, never mind. I was not fast enough. Does anyone else here trade the ES? Trade the E's on the NQ chart? I'm not. What do you mean by that? Trade the E's on the N. What is? Yeah. What do you mean? No, I realize that. Okay, the E's. The E. What do you mean trade the ES on the NQ chart? What does that mean? A little clarity, please, good sir. Since when was SpaceX doing all of it? Relatively quickly after didn't they throw SpaceX in kind of, wasn't it like a couple of weeks after it debuted? I think that's how you say that word. Making trades on ES, but while looking at, and yeah, that's what it almost sounds like, Maddie, but that's why I'm seeking clarification here. I mean, 80% of the time, ES controls the movement of the NQ, in my opinion, especially bigger time frames. So are you saying, John, you watch the ES chart, which helps you trade NQ? Is that what you're saying? Yeah, Jimmy, I think that must be what he's saying. If I see a long ES, I will take it on NQ. Yeah, I guess. So my problem with that though is if you think the ES looks good for a bounce, and then you go trade something else where only 80% of the time it actually controls that thing, why would you not just go trade the thing that you're going to trade and make your decisions based on that thing, as opposed to, well, this thing there seems to be a correlation 80% of the time. It's like, well, why don't you just trade the thing? But I might not be totally understanding what you're saying. Yeah, I mentioned this, I don't know, like 10 minutes ago, a run 7787, but yeah, I accidentally started this live stream. And then in the course of the live stream, I discovered people enjoy trading, or I enjoy me trading on it. So therefore, I've turned myself into an afternoon trader. Well, Clay, why don't you just live stream at the opening? Well, because I've had a private community for years now, and my devotion, my loyalty, my attention needs to be on them because they're technically paying customers. So I don't live stream publicly at the open because it's for them. So that's why I started at 11 a.m. Eastern. So that is why. And I am not exaggerating or lying about accidentally starting the live stream. You can go back and watch the very first episode in the archive. I decided that I would just keep it out there because it's kind of funny. Now, if somebody else shows up and asks me that, just don't rage bait me with that, because I'm gonna assume that you're just rage baiting me. Because the odds of that being asked a third time within 10 minutes, not possible unless somebody is rage baiting. All right, see you later, Zach. Have a good weekend, buddy. I don't know. I mean, I know that you know because you're part of it. So like, I'll put my images up, and it's up to everybody in the spirit of independent thinking to see if they want to agree, disagree, see if they want to tweak it a little bit. Correct, Blue. Yeah, I like it moves a little bit quicker. 50 Trades of Gray. That's a good name. That's funny. I know Evan is gone. That is wild. I think she must be having a bad day. I hope she'll be back. Like, I'm not taking her literally, that like she's gonna go become a fairy. But it looks as though the goodbye was genuine. So yeah, mate, she must be having a rough day. I think we've all been there. That's it. I'm done. Z3, trucking for dividends, a member of the private community, or at least he used to be. I don't know if he still is, but he used to be. Let me ask you this though: why? My guess right now is no, because they are basically essentially dead on arrival. Somebody mentioned earlier that the most popular one right now is IBM, and earlier today, the most popular single trade future had 300 contracts traded on it. So at this point, I would say no, they're not going to let you because they're pure garbage. What did I say? I'm sorry, Intel. Regardless, the most popular one had a whopping 300 contracts traded. MNQ at that time had 1.7 million contracts traded. So literally 300 versus 1.7 million. Like I think the single stock futures are dead on arrival. Like that's not even close. I'm not saying that those ones needed to come out trading hundreds of thousands of contracts right away, but 300. Bet the slippage is brutal. Yeah. The spread's got to be, yeah. Yeah. We talked about this earlier, but I think I would argue the biggest what the futures market nailed, their brilliant creation was the micros. Because I know I from what other people have said, they've tried the single stock ones before and they failed, and it seems like they're failing again. But yeah, credit where credit's due. However that works, whoever the creators are, the micros were game changing. Truly game changing for the world of day trading. Can't even open the chart on TradingView and InTrader. Not sure how you're even supposed to trade them right now. Where did you see the volume format, Maddie? When options exist, what is even the point of a single stock futures? Fair point. Maybe they would say those ones don't have theta. Oh, just getting it from CME. Gotcha. All right, maybe along here. I'll throw it out there, see if we can get a little bit of a move down there. I mean, this isn't a terrible. Okay, well, never mind. It's okay. Whatever. Welcome to afternoon trading. When wheels tend to fall off because you're being disciplined, you're being patient. The moves kind of happen, but they don't move enough to fill you, and then eventually you get upset and you're like, "Screw it, I'm going to get in." And it is that moment where then they decide to behave how you thought they were going to behave, but now you're way behind the eight ball, and the wheels start to fall off. Like in what way would that be a useful vehicle? What are you talking about? Not having theta? And back up it goes. Don't chase, let the trades come to you. I know, but it gets hard. It gets hard after you sit there and try to let the trade come to you, and 18 times it doesn't. The 19th time, I have a hard time of staying refrained. Just another manic Monday. Should have been a fun day. Ooh, Doc Soul. Oh, how fast do I talk? I can only imagine. Yeah, you're right. You're right, Matt. Could be doing a middle trade to the or middle finger trade to the upside. No, no, this is buyers and sellers over here. The people that call it liquidity. Okay, never mind. I'm gonna Clay. Just let the word pass you by. See you later. Overused, out of place term. No, okay, go ahead. Go ahead. Anyways. See, aren't you guys proud of me? I refrained. I refrained. Ah. Hey, Fish. Yeah, you too. Nah. Got it. Yeah. Multiple streams of income. Sometimes you got to take a little focus on work, but no shame there because that is a stream of income. Nah, there's no fun in that Z3. There's got to be some skin in the game. Got to be some skin in the game. Guess. Let's see how good you are at guessing, Steely Dan. Take a guess. If you guess right, you win a stale Twinkie. Nope. Oh, no. Not oil. Sorry. So soddy. So soddy. That's a third account, not a ticker. Z3. That is false. That is a Z. Dude, I'm scared. This is all the same account. You dented baboon. You know what? Sometimes I'm just kidding about this being a baboon den. But then we have these interactions. I'm like, no, this truly is a baboon den. Baboons truly do attract other baboons. No, not gold. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I truly attract baboons. Literally, there are baboons here right now. Okay, here you go. You can see how I got it all set up, Z3. Grab yourself a banana boy and have fun watching this, okay? I know you're up in a tree right now, sitting on a branch. Make sure that branch is nice and sturdy as you eat that banana on that sturdy branch and throw some poop at one of your neighbors. Just watch that video. No, you definitely did not. You just lied to me. Because if you watched that video, you would not be asking that question. So now you're a dishonest baboon. Maybe, okay, you didn't lie. Somebody threw poop at you, it landed on the keyboard, and it typed out that sentence, which is not true. You might have watched it, but you did not comprehend it. Because I literally... Remember what I always talk about breadcrumbs? There are a lot of breadcrumbs being left. That if he did watch it, he didn't comprehend it. Exactly, Wes. Okay. Once more, Z3, stop fighting this. You may have watched it all, but you did not comprehend it all given this question you are asking. That is a fact at this point. That is a fact. I won't push back. I'll just trust that you did watch it. But what I can say, factually speaking, based on this question you're asking, is you did not actually comprehend it all. That part of the statement is not up for debate. Because had you watched it all and comprehended it all, keyboarding and comprehended, you would full well understand these numbers down here. I am very mad at you, Sugar, that you are just showing up now. I'm sorry, Steely Dan. This was ES. That was an ES trade that I did. Just another manic Friday, hanging out with my fellow baboons. Because that's just how I do it, Z3. Oh my goodness. Goodness. All right, I got it. Okay, Z3, he's got to go. I don't know what his deal is all of a sudden. He just went into full-blown, unadulterated. Let's give him 5 minutes. I need a 5-minute break. Holy smokes. You're getting better at singing? Who? I am the standard of singing, so it's impossible for me to get any better. Because I'm maxed out. Anyways, for anybody not understand that conversation, this is all the same account. And then within this account, these represent my NQ trades. These represent my MNQ trades. And then that represents ES, which is what Dan was asking about. And I have a video that walks through all of this. That also explains this right here. So that is why I could tell the one guy who was like, no, I watched it. I'm like, okay, fine, you watch it. You did not comprehend it. Now, for those of you that have not watched the video, okay, that's who I'm talking to. That's how that works right there. Same account. These are just the 3 different contracts I've traded. If maybe you're in the world of stocks, you could just picture this as the 3 different ticker symbols I've traded. How did your AGT adult? No, I'm the producer of the show. At the end, when you see the credit scroll, you'll see produced by Dented Baboon. Because I'm already the bet. Like, there would be no drama if I sang, because I would just win. I'm a producer. You're not going to break the consistency rule? Dude. Newbie, what do you think the consistency rule is on a 50K? Clay, do you watch or use other platforms? I use Tradeovate, yeah, for trading, but then I still have Webull. Like, if I want to look at a stock chart real quick, I'll pull up Webull right here. Yeah, I know it's 50%. I know it's 50%. But what do you think the actual number is? Okay, Newbie's gone. Newbie has woken up. I know that I've been with this newbie before, and he can, depending on what side of the bed he wakes up on, I can only deal with him for so much. So I need a 5-minute break from him. And that's the whole point, Kevin. Newbie should know that by now. He should know that by now. Which just, something is definitely in the air today, but I'm getting better. I'm just going to put people in timeout that are either rage baiting me or have started smoking crack in the past 15 minutes. Those are one of the 2 things. I'm not in the mood to be rage baited right now, and I'm not in the mood to talk to a crackhead, okay? That's it. So I'll put them 5 minutes. I'll let them detox from the crack. Oh, thank you. Yes. There we go. You keep this at least. I mean, I'm trying my best. I'm grasping for straws to keep this entertaining. But I'm getting some assistance here. Some people have decided, like I said, to start some very bad habits. That's right. Newbie got some Big Tick's glue. That's right. Did you see though, Big Tick? Keeping the West Wild, he's back. He showed up on Wednesday, so we're all happy to see that. He's good to have around. I am on NQ, yes. Correct. Yeah, I like it. I like it. If I get cooked on this, I'm not going to accuse myself of like doing some trade that didn't make any sense or have zero logic behind it. I like it. I like it. I thought I was stupid. No, first off, you're very stupid. But yeah, some people right now, they're like, I'd like to take the mantle. I believe in the trade. Good. Are you clapping your hands right now? Clap your hands. Yes, I'm clapping. Very good. Oh, I swear, if I'm this disciplined and this patient, and then this trade cooks me, I'll just laugh because I want to have a good weekend. I will just laugh. At this point, I got nothing left other than just some laughter. I did. I took an ES trade and vowed to probably never touch it again. I fell asleep during the trade. I literally, if you would have seen the trade live, I was like, and then I just woke up and I'm like, all right, I'm bored. And then I got out and I happened to be in the profit. Positivity is the only key to success. I don't know if I agree with that. I kind of think as traders, you have to be a pessimist because you have to always be questioning, what if this goes wrong? What is the worst case scenario? Let's plan for worst case scenario, because if you plan for worst case scenario, then for me, that's like a good motivator to manage risk. Because if you can figure out how to manage a bad situation, okay, then it's all upside. So yes, I mean, I see what you're saying, but I think pessimists are good. I think you need to be quite the pessimist because you always have to be assuming that trade's not going to work. My VWAP's not right. Squeeze my chart. I'm on NQ. I'm on NQ. I am on NQ. Maybe that's why the VWAP is different. I am on NQ. This is, yeah, I cannot do this. Like, I just can't trade NQ on this because everybody, rightfully so, is so used to me trading MNQ that everybody is all confused. I mean, several of you have cried. Your order 4 contracts on NQ, correct. That is what I mean to do. How did I get to this point? Why am I doing what I'm doing? Well, if you want the overall context, you can go back to the 2-hour mark of the live stream and watch from there. If you want the Cliff Notes version, then go to the 2-hour and 32-minute mark for the Cliff Notes version. But for my mental sanity's sake, I don't feel like explaining it anymore. Or else I am also going to pick up some glue, like some of these other people apparently have. Oh, man. Yeah, I was watching over here, and again, this shouldn't mean a whole lot because it's easy for me to armchair quarterback things with hindsight. I mean, it did bounce very nicely off the 21 EMA here on the 5-minute. I just like that 2-minute setup a little bit better. But yes, in hindsight, that would have been a nice, beautiful entry right there. But again, that is all hindsight. Very easy to say what I should have done after I already know what's happened. Do I try a short here? Do we just do this to max out or cook? Yeah, let's try. I don't know about max out, but I'll take this trade. And if it doesn't work, it is what it is. All right, never mind. You're just going to go straight up. All right, that's not going to work either. That would have been a nice little trade there, but yeah, we're still going up. No confirmation. No, I tried, got cooked. On what? You tried what and got cooked? Just another manic Monday. Neil, to his credit, has been very transparent. He's had a couple rough past couple days. But overall, we know that Neil, he's all right. But yeah, again, to his credit, Seems like he's maybe in a little bit of a rough spot right now, but he'll be all right. It is. I wanted to max this out too, but I also don't want to just this. I mean, this is still like an account though, so like I still need to be halfway respectable with it. But man, this action is just not it right now. Just not it. It's almost like it's a Friday afternoon. I had a crazy morning being tilted. Thankfully, I still got my account. So you still got to make $2 more, or is that maxed out? That's kind of annoying. You still got $2 more to go. Clay? Do you watch Nvidia? No, no. I know a lot of people like to try to watch Nvidia as some sort of indicator, and I'm not saying anybody's wrong to watch Nvidia as an indicator, but I don't do that. But to answer your question, no, nope. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, there is a nice trend line on the 5 minute. Good call, George. I agree. I end up going farther like 10 to 15 before I make it. 10 to, sorry, I don't 10 to 15 what? Hey, Evan is back. Oh, Evan, you scared us all. We were like, wait, where'd you go? We're in the semis bubble, so watching SMH will be very useful. Yeah, I mean, I'm just gonna watch. Like I said, I have zero problem if you're watching other things to help build context. Like I said, my brain can only take so many things staring at once. But yeah, if you find looking at some other ticker symbol, whatever that ticker symbol is, in your trading, you find value in it, more power to you. But for me, I have my brain is already that of a baboon, and it's dented. So with a dented baboon brain, I can't look at 8,000 things at once. Again, KISS method here. Keep it simple, stupid. I kind of want a long here. We're up through there, but do we get more continuation? Or is this just a fake break? I don't know. So make it, yeah. Yeah, Kevin, are you going to try to get that past? Z3, as he's saying, one trade, one MNQ for a point? This right here, what I would say is purple, dark purple. I think I'd call it is a 50 SMA. In my mind, this is pink. So the pink line here is a 200 SMA. And then the yellow line here is the VWAP. I think the reason it's valid for the long, yeah. But if it doesn't go and it comes back down, and if I cook this account, I'm going to be just like, what am I doing with my life? This is if this does not work out, this is going to be a what am I doing with my life type of trade. Technically, you need more than Woody. I don't even remember how much he needs. Does he need like $1 or something? I guess I don't even remember. Oh wait, no, he needs $2. Two. Okay, yeah, that does make sense. Yeah. Oh my goodness, God, I'm glad I didn't go long. I'd be starting to crack some walnuts. I would be cracking walnuts right about now. Oh my goodness. Oh, I'm okay. If I would have said my weekend would be ruined, that'd probably be an exaggeration. But I would be irritated right now. Oh, whew. Good job, good job, loins. You guys know this song. Sing it with me. Listen to your loins when they're calling for you. The market wanted me to go long, but I'm not smoking a bong, so I listened to my loins and avoided questioning life choices. Thank you. Thank you. All super chats are appreciated to tip to hear the songbird of your generation. There's a bounce spot right here. I don't see a bounce spot right here. But no, the long up here turned out to not be valid. So I'm glad I did not take it. Yeah, but what he means is you're not going to finish it tomorrow because the markets aren't open tomorrow. That's what I think Z3 meant. For anybody that is new, futures are open basically 6 days a week, 23 hours a day. So the futures market will close today at 5 p.m. Eastern, and then it will not open up until Sunday at 6 p.m. Eastern. At that point, it'll go all the way until until Monday at 5 p.m. and close, but then it only closes for 1 hour. And then it'll open up an hour later, Monday at 6 p.m., and go all the way until Tuesday and close at Tuesday, 5 p.m. for 1 hour, so on and so forth. But yeah, we are now approaching the time where, yeah, you can't say I'll get it tomorrow because there is no tomorrow since tomorrow is Saturday. Oh, dang, blaming it on the autocorrect. That's actually such a good cop out. Like, I can say stuff to my wife that's maybe a little like frisky, and she's like, no. And I'm like, oh no, that was autocorrect. I meant to say, I hope you're having a great day, you know? It's kind of like when people are here and then they're starting to get cooked up and they're like, no, I was just kidding. It's like, okay, maybe we're just kidding, or maybe just use that autocorrect can be a great thing. Like you can get a little risky in your speech, and then if it starts to backfire, oh, that was autocorrect. Sorry, that was autocorrect. Just plead the fifth. There is no tomorrow. Who said that? There is no tomorrow. There is no. I don't know. I don't think I've ever seen this movie because I don't recognize the quote. What? Back to the Future? Oh yeah, I haven't seen that Rocky. I like Rocky 4, But I don't know if I've ever seen any of the other ones all the way through. I don't. Maybe that makes me a communist. I might be a communist because I don't like Rocky. Or I don't know if I don't like him, but I don't know. For a new home, you got folks trying to sell you smart appliances. Yeah, there are a lot of smart appliances out there, but my wife. Here's my wife. She's like, can I please just get a vehicle with like the mechanical roll down windows? My wife is so not into all the buttons and sounds and this and that. So yeah, one of the hey, is anybody here selling a Jeep Cherokee from like 2000? Anyways, one of the guys at the job site, he's doing some research for me. Because at the new homestead, I want to have like a Polaris Ranger. We've had one of those before. But then I also want to have like a farm truck or something. But one of the guys, I mean, I call him a kid, he's 18. He's like, you should get a Cherokee. Those things run forever and they're powerful. I'm like, dude, I was like, I talk about nostalgia. I drove one of those back in high school. It was like a teal one. It was hideous looking, but I remember. So he is looking. So if anybody here has a Jeep Cherokee for sale, I might be interested. I mean, not might be. I am interested. Jeep Cherokee, what year? 2000? What do they look like then? Yeah. Right here. If anybody is selling one of these, that'd be great. Hopefully under 200,000 miles. I'd like under 200,000 miles. But yeah, this is what I'm currently in the market for. He asked me yesterday, am I okay with rust? I'm like, I don't know. I know it's just going to be a farm truck, but I don't know if I want anything totally rusted out. He's like, that one's like $2,000. I'm like, well, I can afford a little bit more than $2,000. So like if we have to go up a little bit more, especially compared to a new Ranger, like new Rangers are nuts. And then you get the encapsulated or the enclosed ones. It's like at that point, you might as well just buy a regular car. Yeah, exactly, Slow Morrow. I think that's what he was telling me. I don't understand engines or anything, but that was the same kind of that was basically the whole premise he was telling me too. Like, yeah, man, these motors are great. They will run forever. So yes, no, he echoes exact, which is what caught my eye. I'm like, okay. Get an old Toyota for your. No, I want a Jeep. I want a Jeep Cherokee. My wife wants a stick shift one, but I don't know how to drive a stick shift. She's like, oh, it would be great. The kids should learn on a stick shift. I'm like, that's probably true. But I have a baboon brain. Like, my brain cannot keep up with all the. Wait, learn stick. It's easy. Listen, you dented, sick baboon. I've tried. My brain cannot keep up. Listen, Trish G, thank you. Thank you for having so much confidence in me. But you guys are all over or underestimating the amount of baboonness in my blood. I mean, it's 3 pedals and it's just like I might as well be launching a rocket into space. Yeah, it is definitely not Kiss. It is not a Kiss. No. Here we go. You think? You think we're finally ready to go up? I don't know. I did like the long hair. That is pretty impressive recovery. I am. No, I am. Cannot drive a stick. Nope. And all those comments are well deserved. I fly airplanes. They are far more complicated, but still only 2 pedals. I don't know. In all actuality, I'd probably be okay, especially if it's just around the farm. Like, who cares? But like on the road or on a hill or something, oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. So nobody here is selling one of those Jeeps? Anyone see what's happening in Spain? Didn't they get things under control? Last I saw, immigrants were coming in. Spain was not going to send the military, and then the Spain was like, "No, we are going to send the military." So have things gotten worse? What's the latest update? Well, yeah, I know a lot came in, but then I saw that the military was being sent, and then I saw like 24,000 already had been removed. The president came out and said they're going to find a way to coexist. The video was crazy, though. See, that's what I mean, Dan. Dang, it's scary up there. That's just smacked it right back down. That's the second time I was going along, and I'd be like, my weekend would not necessarily be ruined, but oh, really? Yeah, I didn't see any of those of people breaking into homes. Wow. Are you serious? Breaking a house and beating up rent? Yeah. Well, compassion can be leveraged against people. I don't trade this trap area. Why don't you just short it then? If you know it's a trap area, just short it up there. Beanie, breakfast and eggs. That sounds good right now. I heard they want to train the immigrants as bullfighters. Why? So from my understanding, they got plenty to choose from now. Yeah, this is just like I said. I'd really love to get this thing maxed out, but we are dragging further and further into Friday afternoon, and it just is getting more and more. Like I said, I was right on, very close to positioning getting long there. Ouch. And then getting long again as it came back up. Ouch. Mm, yeah. As much as I would love to, like if it can clear up through here, I can see it get some legs. But man, I don't know if I would feel like sitting around for the next 20 minutes to then maybe still get cooked there. All right, I'm doing it. I'm doing what needs to be done. I'm gonna just go ahead and call it good. Well, everybody, great week, great discussions every single week or every single day that the chat was great. Enjoyed it, but I'm gonna just call it good. So it'll probably break out now. But before you go, just FYI, this is totally viewer supported. So if you want to help support the stream while at the same time saving yourself some money, then code Clay, which is case sensitive, all caps with any of these prop firms, is how you can, like I said, whatever the promotions are running, code Clay will give that to you. So you'll quite literally, at the same time you're saving money, help keep it stream ad free, and then just keep the stream alive and going. So for everybody that has used code Clay, really do thank you. You are the reason why, like I said, it was an ad-free experience, and why I show up day in and day out, because I can justify pulling 4 hours out of my schedule. So I thank you guys all for doing that, and girls and furries. It is appreciated, and it has practical ramifications. So that's all I have. I'll be back Monday. Right? There's no holiday. Yeah, Monday, 11 a.m. Eastern at the very latest. Usually I do show up early So if you want to know exactly when I do go live, that is where turning on the notification bell can help out in that regard. So thank you, everybody, for hanging out this week. Don't do anything stupid. Don't ruin your weekend. Don't ruin your month, especially. Holy smokes, it's the last day of the month. Please do not do anything stupid that is going to ruin your month, because that's where I've been there before. It's not fun. So take care, everybody. Hit that like button on your way out. Take care. See you on Monday.